Hello, everybody. Hi. Um, Host Marz, I guess, because Dub is eating. So, before I do anything, shout out to King J and Comatose, our GOAT members. We appreciate you guys. I'm not the L host, so direct that all to the guy to my left. But the title, Dub's title, where does Luka Doncic peak rank all time? I want to ask Dub what he thinks, but he's currently munching. So I think I'm just gonna send the link to everyone, and then everyone can come chat, basically. So Dub, how's your day going?
It feels so much better with all this food in my mouth. Pause.
That didn't need to be said like that, but oh damn, the guy who cooked you last week is already here. That's crazy.
I don't get cooked, man. I just get gaslit.
No, you got cooked. Hello, Drew.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I just want everybody to know that I can't wait for the playoffs to start.
What's up, man?
Because once the playoffs start, all these narratives, it's going to be proven right, man. I just can't wait. It is what it is.
Okay, Dub.
I'm
So you're
sorry.
gonna be proven right about which narrative? The Harden one?
Every single one. Every single one. In a bonnet, that's crazy.
You're muted, by the way. We can't hear you. So whatever you said with passion, we didn't feel it.
Mm-hmm. But I'm telling y'all, bro. Keep watching. I keep watching the book. You talking about? Oh, you talking about Darken?
Yeah.
Darken Dabe. Got you. What's it called? I'm telling y'all, bro. Keep watching the Bucks. I keep watching Harden. I keep looking it up more.
Hold on.
Harden hasn't even played
Harden
since you
hasn't
said
played
anything.
since I'm like Harden's been not the last like 4
'Cause
games. How you been watching Harden?
Because I go back and watch them. And
Okay,
I'm like,
so did you go back and watch Harden against those teams I was talking about?
Oh, you mentioned the Bucks game, right?
No, like not just the Bucks. So watch Harden against the Bucks, against the Celtics, and against the Cavs. Those are Those are the top 3 teams. What are you talking about? He was great in those games.
No, the stats was good, but I mean,
No.
a lot of John.
Watch his performance in those games. He was great.
Jared,
I mean,
we
he
can
had
hear
like one subpar game, and I think that was one of the games against the Celtics.
I'm looking
All the
for,
other games,
I'm looking for consistent, like rim pressure, not getting locked up like that, getting by his man. He's not doing that,
Rim
man.
pressure.
He's just not. He's not. Pick and roll, him in the pick and roll with Embiid, phenomenal. But man, I don't see what y'all see in Harden, bro. I just don't see
the
it.
only team to me that's gonna like be an issue for them is gonna be the Celtics. But I still think they have a chance to beat them. But matchup wise,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
But if they get the Bucks,
Oh, you still have
I got them beating the Bucks.
Oh,
It's gonna be a good series. I can't wait for
yeah,
it.
fix my lighting here.
Got you, Gerald.
You see? Yeah. Yeah.
The topic
see
don't
me?
make any sense though.
Yeah, Dub, I need you
Why
to
not?
explain this title.
The topic don't make any sense because Luka ain't even in his peak yet,
Yeah, you can still judge his peak
and
so far.
his prime is
Oh,
what?
oh,
Maybe
oh, that- oh,
like he may be 2 years into his prime. Maybe. Yeah.
The thing
maybe 2 years into his prime.
we've been having all these talks about Jokic, and everything about where he's ranking his peak wise all the time, comparing him with like Kobe Bryant and everything, which is crazy. Thank you for that, Marz. So I'm just wondering what's everybody's take on Luka Doncic and what he's been for the last 3 seasons. Hello, how are you? Nice to see y'all. Hello.
No, damn.
Good afternoon. I think it's the afternoon over there.
Nighttime, actually. It's even here. It's even 6.
6.
It's my birthday, by the way.
It's a birthday, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Happy birthday. Oh,
Happy birthday. Ooh.
Have fun.
I see you. I'm about to sing happy birthday, but
we don't want that. We don't want that.
nah, we don't need to. We don't need
Oh,
to.
don't do it, Joe. Don't do it. Don't do it, please. Please, man.
You didn't sing yet? Did you sing happy birthday yet or not?
Yeah, we sung it to already, though. We had some relatives come over from the neighbors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just got done eating pie, man. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
I never liked pie. I'm not gonna lie. Never in my life.
But European pie, man, is really good though, man. Jesus, man.
I gotta try it. I heard baked goods over there is actually phenomenal. So I
Yeah,
gotta try that out.
Europe's has the best butter you will ever taste in your fucking life.
Oh God, Jeff, man.
Fire. But yeah, so yeah, that's why the title is the title for today. You know, Luka Doncic has been on a tear for the last 3 seasons. Wondering where you guys rank him all time. This is just, you know, where you guys think he ranks all time peak wise.
I don't think I could rank Luka.
Yeah. I would say
y'all can rank Jokic, but not Luka.
I don't.
Jokic
I think it's kind of hard to rank Luka because why? He's only 24 years old.
I thought Peak was
5 years, so it's kind of hard to rank him right now. He's still very young still.
But I thought Peak was always 3 years.
No. Peak to me is like your best, like the best like stretch of your career. I still think Luka can get better. Luka can improve as a shooter. He can improve like there's a lot of aspects where he can get better. Like I don't think he's the best version of Luka we're going to see. Now I think he's in his prime.
That's why things
like,
change. That's why. So let's say
now like 26 years old.
Luka can get better, but this can be his peak so far. So right now,
he's in his prime. I think he's like 2 years in his prime. So right now,
the best you've ever been is
how much better is Luka gonna get though? Like
he just turned 24. He can't be. He just turned 24 in February.
The best thing that's gonna happen to Luka is his threes getting up and his free throw shooting. And that's
yeah. He's still a below average free throw shooter. He could improve there, and he's for the shots that he takes, he's above average. Like the type of three-point shots he takes, but like percentage-wise, he can improve there. He could be a more efficient three-point shooter.
True.
But
he
prime,
can
I think,
also play better off the ball.
Yeah, and I guess he could get better defensively. Like,
I mean, I keep telling people like, if you don't have the athleticism, there's only so much you can do. So he could become better defensively, but he's still going to be bad defensively though. So it's like,
Dub, I had to do this, but did you steal my mic thing? Because I was the person holding the mic, and now you're holding the mic. I started holding the mic.
You invented that.
I started holding the mic last episode on Gridiron because I got tired of sitting here like this the whole time. So I'm like, nah, I gotta be back here.
I was on that first, and niggas clown me in the comment. Why is dude holding the mic? Why is dude? And then Ticket was trying to say some shit, and now you do it. It's, oh yeah, Dub got it. Dub got it.
I just started doing it literally today and yesterday, bro. But hey, to each its own. We'll see what's.
I'm gonna need that repertories from that, bro. I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need some of that.
So what do you? I want to know: is Luka better than James Harden?
No. What is your James Harden agenda recently?
No.
Okay, actually, hold on. Let me go on this. Luka is
man.
Like wait, now or all time? Now or all time?
The best James Harden we saw. Is he better?
No, absolutely not. No. Okay. So let me be specific. To me, Luka's like he's like 2015 James Harden, but a better mid-range shooter, a better shot profile. He takes more variety of shots. And he uses his body better. Like he uses his size in the mid range of the post better than Harden, but not as good of a 3-point shooter, not as good of a free throw shooter. But what he does have over Harden is that he has more variety to his shots.
Who's a better
which
passer?
I think they're pretty close. They're about the same level, I would say.
I would actually.
What about playoff translation?
Yeah,
playoff translation. I still got to see more from Luka, but Luka has it right now. Because Luka only has 4 series?
Three playoff series or three.
Aren't they about the same though?
He has 5 playoff series. He has 5 playoff series.
Yeah.
Harden went
the 2 first round exits, but they won 7 games against the Clippers, right? And then
then the conference finals run.
And the conference finals run.
Harden went to the conference finals.
It's really like 4.5 series, but yeah.
Yeah. So he missed the first 3 games against the Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mavs were still up 2-1 in that series, I believe, right? Because Jalen Brunson actually was really good in that series. But I would say he's like 2015 Harden, better shot profile. He uses the whole court offensively more than Harden. Harden kind of, because they were bought into that whole threes and layups. The threes and layups thing, they went fully into that. So Harden used to take his mid-range shot. He cut that down, barely took it a lot of those years. So I would say he's like probably he's a. Which also I think helps with his playoff translation because he doesn't ignore the mid range, which Harden did. It allows him to translate that offensive production as scoring. It makes it harder to defend in the playoffs when you're taking that shot and you're making the defense have to guard you all over the court. While Harden, he was so adamant, partly I think because of coaching and because of the system of taking threes and layups or getting to the line. I think that affected him negatively. But I would say they're about the same level.
Wait, Go ahead, Doug.
The way I look at it, man, especially when I compare him to prime James Harden, I think prime James Harden in the regular season was a beast. But what happened in the postseason and the playoff dropping compared to Luka Doncic, it's like I think that puts him on a different level. I think as a passer, I would give Luka the slight edge as a passer than James Harden. I just think he just does a better job at utilizing the people around him. As a scorer in the regular season, I guess you could lean more towards James Harden because of the threes. But like you said before, the versatility in that Luka could uses all three of his scoring from the three, from the mid range, from the paint. I mean, I include that as well, and he's a better post scorer as well. Yeah, I'm taking Luka over him, man. I'm not.
Wait, like, are you talking about prime? Wait, let me rephrase. Are you talking about prime James Harden, or are you talking about 2015 James Harden?
Man, I'm talking 18, 19.
Yeah,
hell no, that's Peak Harden then. That's Peak
It
Harden.
don't matter who. It don't matter who.
I don't. Wait, no. I don't.
Yes, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
No, hold up, because Peak Harden to me had really good playoff translation. Peak Harden,
not better than Luka's.
I think so.
They're about the same. They're about the same.
No, I think so because y'all aren't factoring in the competition.
Luka's played one elite playoff defense and he struggled.
Yeah. To me,
respectfully. The one elite playoff defense he played was Golden State and he struggled.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know why that's like being ignored.
Actually, no. Fuck that.
The Clippers were a good defense.
I said elite. See, Dub, you changed the words to try to fit your.
But even then, like James Harden, even when James Harden faced against the Timberwolves, he didn't have a playoff series like Luka Doncic in 2018.
No, hold on. So when I brought the reason why I brought up 2018,
to me, it's a different team. That's a worse defense than the Clippers, and the fact that Luka Doncic performed at a higher level against a team like that. That point is mute to me, Marz. That point is mute.
Oh, so Luka Doncic playing better against a mid defense means more to you than James Harden's translation against an elite defense.
Exactly. It don't make any sense.
I know you don't believe that.
Better playoff translation. What are you talking about, Marz?
James Harden against an elite playoff defense performed better than Luka Doncic against an elite playoff defense.
You talking about the Golden State Warriors series in 2018?
And 2019.
2018, 2019.
Like, well, Utah Jazz in 2019.
2020 against the Lakers. Like,
Utah Jazz in 2019, he wasn't great.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So you're forgetting. You're forgetting.
I'm not forgetting. I'm talking about elite playoff defenses. You're talking the Utah Jazz.
You're trying. No. Wait.
Dub, you're using teams that don't fit the criteria.
Let me tell you what Marz is doing. Marz is just trying to single out just the Golden State Warriors to promote a narrative. No, the whole totality of. He's just talking about
defenses. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, and that's just one, which is the Golden State Warriors for Luka and James Harden. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so let's stay right there.
Okay, let's stay.
So now you're forgetting about everything else that happened where Luka Doncic was giving buckets on the Jazz. Luka Doncic, where when James Harden went up against the Jazz, he didn't even do that.
Wait,
Luka Doncic
that's not true. Harden had one bad game against the Jazz in that series. He was going crazy. He had multiple games where he went off. That
was also the series where they started guarding him from behind.
Yeah, they literally had to change.
If we're talking about a team like
he still played bad.
You can say he shot poorly.
He did not play bad.
The fact that they had to defend him like that broke down the defense.
Stay on topic, fellas. Compared to Luka, who was better, Luka or fucking Harden?
I mean,
Harden
played the whole series.
Luka against the Jazz? What are you talking about?
Harden played the whole series.
Hold on. Harden had maybe one subpar game in each one of those series. They beat them in 5 games.
Why are we lying?
They beat them in 5 games each series. And also,
why are we lying?
Luka didn't play half the series. They were up 2-1 without Luka playing. Hold on, bro. You think that Rockets team would be up 2-1 without Harden?
Bro, how many games did Luka play? 4? How many games did Luka play? 4, right?
3. He played 3.
He played 3.
He played 3.
Harden lost one. They lost one of the games. The first game came back, they lost.
In those 3 games, he played better than Harden. Why are we arguing this? Why are we arguing this? He played better.
You got it, though.
Look at the last game in that series.
Now you're just singling out one game, the whole totality. You talking about Harden?
What are you talking about?
You talking about Harden
both of them. They both had bad games, but Harden was better overall for the amount of games played. Harden was better overall. Go look at the. That's 10 games. Do you want me to bring up the
numbers for you? Do you want me to look up the numbers?
That's 10 games.
Yes, please.
The reason why these numbers are a bit disingenuous is because in a 5-game series, one bad game can skew numbers.
Exactly.
And if I drop 50 in game 1 and I don't play for game 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is going to say I average 50 points. Now, did I actually average 50 points?
Yeah. But it's not. But if you're comparing Harden, who played them 10 games in the playoffs, to Luka, who played them 3 games in the playoffs.
No, wait.
It's not even just that. It's like why Steph Curry's numbers look a bit suspect in the 2018 finals.
I'm talking about in 2019, and then Luka Doncic last season against the Jazz. Luka Doncic cleared him as a scorer because he. All right, I'll bring off the numbers for you. 29 a game on 46 from 36. On top of that, 5 assists for Luka Doncic. Compared to James Harden, I can't believe you guys are defending this. Fucking 27 on 36, and let me double check it. I don't want to get the numbers wrong. Like, it's crazy you guys are defending this.
Because like I said, in a 5-game series, one bad game can skew the numbers. Then it's not like he was every game he was going in scoring 27 on 36%.
Marz, we're comparing him to Luka Doncic, bro. So
yes, we are. But then this is why I am saying you cannot base these shooting splits on 5-game sample sizes. You can't do that. Like,
because you brought this up.
I brought up his performance
against elite defenses. I'm talking about the playoff in its whole totality. Then I talked about the Utah Jazz since you want to single out the Golden State Warriors. So now we're doing this thing because you started this, Marz.
I don't know why the Utah Jazz aren't an elite playoff defense and they never have been. I don't know what the point is.
The point is you're trying to single out one thing with the Golden State Warriors.
I'm
what you're doing. No, that's what you're doing.
No, I'm telling you what I'm trying to tell you what I'm doing.
That opinion and trying
to what I'm doing is I'm talking about playing against elite level playoff defenses because we all value level of competition here. Dub, don't act like you don't. We all do. It turns out the only elite playoff defenses they both played in their peak is Golden State. If you want to say James Harden played against the Lakers as well in elite playoff defense, that's fine. Luka Doncic has only played against one elite playoff defense, and that's Golden State. That's not me trying to. Oh, that benefits my argument. If he played against more than one,
we don't penalize guys for not fucking playing well, but against defenses that aren't elite. Then what are you talking about?
You're the one who said he didn't play well. We will disagree with you.
All right, I'm going game by game.
No.
I'll go game by game for y'all for James Harden because you guys don't fucking make sense.
But you have to factor in that you're comparing a dude that played 3 games against them to a dude that played them 10 games.
Hey, Luka Doncic still.
And in one of the 3 games, Luka didn't play well in one of the 3 games, right? But it doesn't affect him as bad as Harden, who had 2 bad games in those 10 games.
Because he performed at a crazier, higher level than him. Now, I will go by it. In game 6, James Harden.
You can't just go box score reading like this.
What do you want me to do? What are you talking about? I'm comparing him to Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic against the Utah Jazz played supremely better than James Harden. And I don't even have to go in the box score. He was taking the better shots. He wasn't relying on the 3 like that. James Harden against the Utah Jazz, you talking about the defense adjusted to him and everything. Guess what? Luka Doncic last season against the Utah Jazz, bro, you acting like he wasn't dropping 30 on these boys and playmaking for them.
I have a question for you. Okay. In regards to, so you think, just let me sure I'm making sure, you think that James Harden, wait, do you think Luka Doncic is already above James Harden when it comes to like player or peak?
I said as a player, yes.
So you think that Luka Doncic is a better basketball, like all time, if you were to rank them, you put Luka ahead of James Harden?
Yes,
hold on. Okay, so Dub, let me go on the Jazz thing real quick. Let me show why this is a flawed way of thinking, because I know it's been some years, so maybe you forgot, maybe you weren't paying attention to the games. I'm gonna be specific what I mean. So when you watch a series, is there a difference between being great and clearly the best player on the floor to lead your team to a 2-0 lead in the series, and then go up 3-0 or go up 3-1 and then have a bad game versus having your team without you go up 2-1 in a series, and then you play the remaining of the series and you have one mid game or one subpar game. Is there a difference?
We're strictly talking about their performance though, and even then,
no. But that plays a part though, because it's a series. Over the course of a series, defenses adjust, right? They make changes, right? But how you start a series, where you put your team in position to win, is by showing up.
Okay,
from the
then.
start, right?
Okay, we won't use the Utah Jazz. Use the Clippers. It doesn't matter. No matter what, Luka Doncic in every fucking postseason series, besides the one that Marz is talking about with the Golden State Warriors where Luka struggled against, and it's just one, he cleared James Harden in all the other aspects.
You know how I
Every
mentioned,
single one.
you know, I mentioned 2015 Harden as a comparison because in 2015 Harden played the Warriors too, and they were elite defensive then. They were elite defensive team in 2015. How did Harden play? Great. Had one bad game, and everybody said he choked. How Luka played last year? Luka played significantly worse last year. Nobody's saying Luka choked. Though, right?
But Luka Doncic, and this whole we talking about his peak, and then you talking about 2015, where 2015, sure, but we talking about James Harden.
To me, 2015, Luka is prime. It's prime Harden. I'm saying because to me, I don't think Luka's at his peak yet.
James Harden is prime Harden right there. James Harden.
No, I think 2015 is prime Harden. I think 2018.
Prime and peak are different. Prime and peak are different.
Prime and peak are different. Like how you're playing your peak level, how you're into your prime.
But why are you? But my issue with you guys, is you guys are just using one. You're using one instead of the whole totality. You're using one postseason series to validate this, right?
No,
Luka Doncic throughout the whole throughout the totality of James Harden's career. When I was talking about peak, in his peak, where 2018 through 2020, he's just a higher playoff performer than him. That's not my opinion. That's a fact, and I don't know why we're even having a disagreement on here. Marz trying to be nasty and bring up the Golden State Warriors, but then when James Harden even wasn't playing elite defenses like that, he still wasn't performing to the level of Luka Doncic. And people are calling me crazy. What are we talking about?
Oh man,
it's a fact.
We shift the conversation away from this, and I want to get Doug's opinion on why.
Here's the promise: we don't have enough of a sample size of Luka yet, though, to really determine whether he's at his peak or not yet. He hasn't played enough long enough. We only have like a small, 3 years. 3 years is not long enough. And 2 of the years he got knocked out in the first round.
Patrick Mahomes.
His longest playoff
Patrick Mahomes has been in the league for 5 years. He's better than damn near every fucking.
But you can't compare Mahomes to Luka. Two different players. You can't compare football to basketball. They're two different sports.
What you mean? No, the point is, I don't care how long somebody played. If somebody's fucking better, they're fucking better. I'm not going to sit here and just shift my opinion because of that.
Four and a half playoff series is never going to be enough sample. It's just not.
Exactly.
But when I'm comparing him to Luka Doncic, when I'm comparing him to James Harden, he clears him as a playoff performer.
He does not.
But
we need more information.
I don't need more information.
We don't even need to do this. We don't need to do this. We can disprove his logic right here. If that's the case, is Jermaine Lin's 4-game peak, right? Where does he rank based on? Where does he rank based on? If you're going off of, if you're already playing better, you're just playing better. If somebody comes in and plays really well 1 year, so where's Derrick Rose? Let's say Derrick Rose stopped playing basketball.
You know what? That's a good point.
MVP season. Where does he rank? Where does Derrick?
Do you understand? Wait, time out. You know what's so funny? Because we do that all the time with D Rose. We talk about,
dumb niggas, stupid people.
Time out, Dark and Dabe. Because what we do this all the time. Start bench cut. We did it the other day. We did a start bench. We did a start bench cut. Prime D Rose versus Russell Westbrook and then some other guys. We do this all the time. Peak. We do it all the time. We take the best version of them guys and we apply it.
But
Luka Doncic and the best, and
we don't know the best version of Luka yet. We haven't seen Luka play long enough yet.
But he's only 24. Even let's say,
he's got 6 more years.
Let's say we haven't seen the best version of Luka Doncic.
Hard to tell, Doug.
Let's say this isn't even the best version of Luka Doncic that we'll see. This version of Luka Doncic is still better than fucking what's his name? James Harden. LeBron James, when he was coming out, LeBron James, even though he was young, he was better than a lot of fucking players in NBA history at that young age. It is what it is. Michael Jordan.
Come on now.
Michael Jordan came into the league, and everybody was holding him to this high standard. Why? Because the talent, bro. The way that you guys are just not you're trying to ignore that part of the argument where that's what everybody does.
Yeah, they were comparing Jordan to people. They weren't saying Jordan comes to the league and he's better than Magic Johnson.
Exactly.
James Harden is one of the greatest basketball players ever.
Let me ask you this: when we say peak, right? When we say peak, right?
Wait.
When we say peak, how long do you?
When Madden came in the league, he had Kareem.
My bad.
Madden had Kareem, one of the greatest of all time to start with his career.
When you say
Michael didn't have that when he started his career.
How long do you think a peak is? How long do you think a peak is?
Me? How long do I think someone's peak is?
Yes.
Well, it depends because are we going like the LeBron James peak? Or are we talking about like a regular?
So Jokic, where do you rank Jokic's peak all time?
Jokic probably what position is he? A center?
Yes.
Center.
He's probably like a top 10, 15 center. Top 10 center, top 15 center.
Top 10 center. How can you say how can you peak Dwight Howard though? Where's peak Dwight Howard to?
Ooh.
Dwight Howard's peak was like how long was
it?
His
Like
peak?
5. It was like 5 or 6 years.
Okay, so like Orlando,
4 or 5 years.
His peak wasn't really that long, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, where would you rank his peak?
Probably like top 25,
top 70.
Probably.
I know he's a top 75 player.
Wait. For big man or just period?
Big man.
Big man, I would say top 25, top 25.
He's not. He's above top 25. I'm not gonna hold you.
I mean, he was a three-time player of the year. So
I can name 25 big men better.
So if somebody were to have a debate with you, peak Dwight Howard or peak Patrick Ewing, would it be a good conversation to have?
No. Isn't Patrick Ewing just better?
Oh my god. Or would it be a good conversation to have? Would you be open this door to this conversation?
I don't think I would. I don't know.
Can you
peak David Robinson? Peak David Robinson.
Against Dwight Howard?
I would say
no, not Dwight Howard, not Dwight Howard.
I would say
we're talking about peak David Robinson because his career wasn't long, but a lot of people rank him
probably somewhere between like 93, and I would probably say like 90, 98 maybe.
For David Robinson?
For David Robinson, right?
Yeah.
So that's like 5 years, right?
Yeah,
we could sit here and have discussions about him and Patrick Ewing.
And one of the years he was hurt, so it's kind of like, well, he was hurt one season. So
when we're talking about somebody's peak, we're talking about them at their best.
Okay.
So Luka Doncic right now, where maybe if you guys want to say he hasn't reached his potential, that's fine. But even Luka Doncic and what we've seen so far, all that I'm saying is, even James Harden's best version of himself is not better than Luka.
That's just false. That's false. No, so here's why your argument doesn't even work against you. If
it's very narrow. Your argument's literally.
If Luka stopped playing basketball right now, he's not touching Harden. So you're why? Because Harden's better. Why? He's better.
You got Luka. Luka's a better.
And then we can have this conversation.
Luka's a better mid-range shooter.
Who's a better overall scorer?
Overall score, I'll give you James Harden as a
let's not do this little thing like, well, who's a better left-hand layup finisher?
No. Watch this. As a passer, because as a scorer, the bar's not far off from each other, right? Number one.
Harden is also a better passer, but continue.
He's not a better passer though.
Yes, he is.
That's not true.
I think it's close. It's like
even then,
like this much narrow margin.
Even then, those guys are very close to one another. So then what's the separator?
It's all about picking your point, which one you prefer more.
So if we're here acknowledging the fact that they're close as scores and very close as passes and playmakers.
I think Harden's clearly a better scorer. I think they're close as passer. I think Harden.
Who's a better playoff performer?
I would say Harden.
Harden as well.
I would say Harden.
We've seen more Harden. We've seen a more Harden.
Hold on. Peak Harden. So 18, 19, 20. 18, 19, 20.
Stop playing with me.
Luka's not better than 18, 19 Harden.
Stop playing.
What are you talking about?
James Harden ain't a better playoff performer than Luka. What are y'all talking
Peak
about?
Harden is.
Even then, a passer, Luka's better as a passer too. So I don't know why we're just lying up here, bro. Like, come on.
Don't forget Harden led the league in scoring too. Don't forget that, man.
Yeah. He did as a scorer, sure. And
he's more efficient as a scorer too. It's not even
the playoff performer.
More efficient.
The playoff performer, bro. Luka has cleared him as a playoff performer.
You can't say that because the sample size is too small. You might as well say that Jamal Murray has cleared Harden as a playoff performer. Oh my God, Jamal Murray is a better playoff performer. Or you might as well say, Donovan Mitchell has cleared Harden.
Yeah,
Donovan Mitchell's better than Peak Harden. Oh my God, he's a better
the difference between
James Harden is Tyree better because
hold on, my bad. The difference between Donovan Mitchell and James Harden is the fact where you could say that maybe D Mitch has more highs, mainly in the bubble, and then the year when he went up against the Clippers and then they lost because of Terrence Mann and them. But maybe the playoff performance, you could maybe give it to James Harden, but I'm not mad as a playoff performer for D Mitch. But the thing that Harden does is that in the regular season, he's clearing him. Wait. The thing that Harden has over Donovan Mitchell is in the regular season, he's clearing him as a scorer. And the passer is not even close of a gap. So the talent of James Harden outweighs that playoff performance. Luka Doncic, this is not the same scenario with Luka and James Harden. Their talents in the regular season
than Luka is too, though.
That's fine. Their talents in the regular season.
Harden's impact in the regular season, though, his impact to like actually winning games, it's not even close.
Oh my God.
Right? It's not even close.
And Luka's is it?
Luka has a lot more to do.
Does Luka have the potential
in his peak, who had a better supporting cast?
As time goes through? Possibly, yeah.
James Harden.
Very possible, yes.
For almost a decade, Harden was carrying every single Rockets team to the playoffs for almost a decade.
And their peak.
Hold on. And no, during his prime and his peak. And we're talking about teams that had like also like scrubs and role players and guys. How many guys? Everyone talks about Harden's supporting cast. How many All-Stars did Harden play with? How many All-Stars did Harden play with? I mean, they were All-Stars when he played with them.
When he played with them?
Chris Paul,
Dwight,
Russell
Westbrook. No. Chris Paul made 0 All-Star teams when he played with
Harden. I'm pretty sure.
Well, he deserved to, so that was
no.
I think Russ made it. Russ made it, and Dwight. I think Russ and Dwight. It was Russ.
Well, Chris Paul should have been in.
Russ made one. Well, that was the last year.
That was the one.
And Dwight made one the first year.
Yeah.
Why did Dwight only make one the first year? Because after that, Dwight was washed. Dwight was in decline.
Yeah, but this isn't. But again, this isn't a career debate. This is a peak.
No, but we're talking about like you were talking about the talent
The
that he had or
teams.
whatever.
We're talking about the teams.
What Harden had, because one of the points I heard was somebody talking about James Harden dragging his team to wins and everything.
That was him.
James Harden in his peak had a far better supporting cast than Luka Doncic.
I disagree.
Marz wants to say something.
I would say the only year that you could say that would be the 2018 year. But also that team was often injured because Chris Paul couldn't stay healthy, which is why he made no All-Star team. Chris Paul missed.
CP3 he had the best supporting cast then.
He missed a ton of games.
Like it was 2 years.
Even then, bro, they had a good bench with Eric Gordon coming off the bench. They had Trevor Ariza for a bit, PJ Tucker, Clint Capella as well.
Those guys are right on the level with
it's better than what Luka had.
No, I'll take Jalen Brunson over all those guys that you mentioned.
Jalen's different.
Over CP3?
I'll take Jalen Brunson over all those guys.
What does Marz have to say?
Would you take Jalen over CP?
No, except for CP. And I would also take Dorian Finney-Smith over. He's right on par most of them.
Guys, Marz wants to say something.
I'm not taking Finney-Smith over Clint Capella, but go ahead.
Go ahead, Marz.
Okay, not over Clint. I would take KP over Clint.
Do you think Luka Doncic is better than Allen Iverson as well?
I wouldn't be mad at it.
That's not why I asked.
Luka could be better. Luka could be better than AI.
No, not could be.
Now.
I'm saying yes.
I think Luka will be better than AI. I really do.
Luka is better than AI. He's better than AI and he's better than Harden.
Is he better now? Right now.
I said he is.
How close is he to Dwayne Wade?
Nah, not D Wade, bro. Not D Wade. The defense moves me, bro. Those guys aren't defenders. When we're talking about Luka, Harden,
Luka being the better scorer, the better passer, the better playmaker.
Hold on, but Dub, don't you have Harden over?
And plus the playoff translation.
No, he does. Yes,
D-Wade has better playoff translation.
Hold on, but you have Harden. I could have you had Harden over AI. So how are you thinking about AI being over Luka?
Because I love AI, man. That's why I just like him.
Interesting.
Oh, so
whenever I'm not, whenever I have to go against AI, it hurts.
Get out his own damn way at times though.
Allen Iverson is one of my favorite players as well. So
so it's like, bro, it's like
when I got our people. He was his own worst enemy at times though, too. Though he was.
Yeah. Wait, so where do you rank Luka's peak all time? Because I think Harden has a top 15 peak ever, something like that.
Peak ever? I don't know about that.
I think it's like a top 20 peak, top 15 peak. Because like his 2018 year is ridiculous. Like that's like to me, I think that's like it's up there. It's up there. So where do you hold Luka then?
Oh man, I mean I won't hold him that high. I don't even think I will hold James Harden that high either.
Luka or Chris Paul?
Peak?
Yes.
Fuck me. That's a tough one, man. That's a real tough one.
Top 15.
Hold on.
Let me
I already know the answer.
So that means you think Pete Chris Paul is better than Pete James Harden.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Pete Chris Paul, and Pete James Harden is close to me.
Duncan.
What?
Well,
if you're struggling to answer Luka versus James Harden,
can we do this real quick? Let's figure out the best peak. I want to make sure that
I will possibly go with Luka. I'll go with Luka probably.
Interesting.
I'll go with Luka over him because of the
on the right with the beard. What's your name?
Wait, what's up?
On the bottom right with the beard, the white guy. Gerald. Okay, because I want to make sure what I just said wasn't like crazy. What are the best peaks?
It was a little bit crazy.
The best peaks. I might move it up top 25 then, because I just remembered a bunch of names. But like I know like Jordan, no specific order. Like LeBron, Jordan, Kareem, Magic, Steph, Duncan, KG, Duncan, Hakeem, Shaq, Kobe. Did Russell Westbrook have a better peak than James Harden?
No.
Hell no.
I think he had a better regular season, but not peak as a player. That regular season was crazy. That regular season was wild.
That regular season.
That regular season.
Do you remember watching that, Drew? Like
that was insane.
I was watching that like regularly. Like
bro.
But you look at some other guys. But you look at some other guys too, like was that like Dirk?
But you're talking about
Dirk had a pretty good peak as well. I think Moses Malone.
Oh Jesus. Dub. Is Joel Embiid better than Luka?
I gotta see him. I told you, it's very hard.
Two right now. Look at Giannis right now too.
It's very hard to rank Joel right now, baby, because of the playoffs, right? I got to see him how he performs in the playoffs. So I would love to. I think Joel Embiid's getting very like. I sure said this one episode where he thinks Embiid's getting underrated.
Oh yeah,
listen, Embiid's been on a tear for these last 3 seasons, bro. It's crazy. The sad thing is that we weren't able to really see this fully transfer to the playoffs because of the supporting cast. So I gotta wait for that one, man. But I wouldn't write it off.
I just have to apologize for that Harden take. He's definitely not top 15. I just remembered a bunch of names. That was crazy. I don't know. I smoked a little before this, so that's my bad.
please.
It's really hard to give Harden a top 15 pick because he's not going to look at players like Shaq, MJ, Bird, Magic, Kareem, Shaq, AI, Dirk, Moses Malone.
AI.
Let's chill out.
If you're talking about like just offensively, then yeah, top 15 peak. But if we're talking overall, like maybe like top 30.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, top 30. Yeah, top 15 top 20, top 15, 20 regular season.
David Robinson.
No, I agree with that.
His regular season with Houston was incredible. It was an incredible regular season, no doubt about it. He was phenomenal that year. No doubt about it. Absolutely.
But yeah, I just think that it's silly to say like where's peak ranks right now, because it's just we got to see more.
No, you still didn't answer my question. Where's Luka ranked all time right now? Then peak wise,
like I said, I put him over Paul. I put him over Harden.
Give me a number. Top what? Top 20? Top 30? Top 40?
Sample size doesn't matter to you. You don't think so?
Let him answer.
I think he has enough. I think he has enough of a sample.
Let him answer. Let him go.
Probably 20 or 25
all time.
Because I think David Robinson, I'll probably still have above him. KG, Giannis, I would still say his peak is probably better. KD,
Oscar Robinson.
He's not going with that.
I'm not going with that. I'm not going with that. I'm not going with Jerry West either.
Okay, Dub, if Luka and the Mavs don't make the playoffs this year, are you knocking that against him? Are you holding that against him for his peak or whatever, not making the playoffs? And it's in a season where the West is worse than the East, where the West has been, a mess, and he can't lead that team to the playoffs. You're not gonna hold it against him?
I probably won't.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. You go ridiculous. I probably won't, because the way I look at it is what the Mavs did was they got Kyrie Irving because they were gonna make the playoffs, but what happened is they got Kyrie Irving because they want to, in my opinion, they want to prepare for the future, right? The team that they had with the Mavs, they knew like at the end of the day, they weren't going to win anything unless they got a top heavy guy. So now that they got Kyrie Irving, they had to sacrifice defense. And ever since Kyrie got there, I think the offense has been fine, but the defense is taking a crazy hit, and the defense is why they're not making the playoffs.
Hold on, and we've seen Harden with bad defenses lead his team to the playoffs every single year, regardless of who's on the team, right?
Hey, having Dwight and Clint Capella down there.
No.
Than having Christian Wood, man.
You think? Who do you think?
I'm trying to tell you about Christian Wood.
Wait, who do you think is better, Christian Wood or Clint Capella?
Clint Capella.
Clint Capella because the defense is better.
Dwight Howard.
Dub, I tried to tell you about Christian Wood, and you weren't trying to hear it.
I thought. I like Christian Wood. I like Christian Wood for his offensive game, but his defense was terrible. Oh my gosh!
I tried to say that.
As
a lifelong Houston fan,
I thought you know what it was, Marz. I thought their perimeter defense wasn't going to be this bad. I thought it was going to be like similar to what it was last season, but it's been really, really bad. I don't know why.
Luka's not that guy.
Well, I think with Luka is always. I think Luka's going to have to start realizing that when his career is eventually he's going to have to stop being so ball dominant. He's going to have to learn to find a way to get other guys involved though, without him having to curse a workload all the time though too as well.
Luka needs to get out of the Dallas Mavericks. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. It's not about him being less. He needs to leave. That's what he needs to do.
To me, like the Luka thing is basically just it's like another version of what we saw with Harden in Houston. It's just the 2.0 version. So it's
but you got to trust your teammates too though. You have to trust teammates.
No, it's not too. It's just a better version. That's all.
No, it's not a better version because they've had less success. What do you mean?
Hey,
it's
man.
not a better version.
Drew, you're a Houston fan, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm a Rockets fan.
Okay, so when Houston get the number 1 pick, hypothetically, would you trade it for Luka?
Wait, would I trade the number 1 pick for Luka?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wanted to know if he would be willing to trade Wembanyama, the question mark of Wembanyama, for the guarantee of Luka Doncic.
Y'all don't want to hear my Wembanyama take.
On which team though? Which team?
Houston.
Hey,
why would we put Luka in Houston? Why?
No,
he's a Houston fan. So
he's just asking. But on the Wembanyama take, I'm not as big as everybody else is on Wemby. I'm
shake my head.
I don't think he's hitting anywhere close to these projections.
I'm right.
I don't think he's gonna be the next GOAT level superstar.
Oh yeah. How many people end up being that though?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I think the reason why is I don't think it's because his ability or anything like that. I just think he's gonna have an injury-riddled career. I don't think he's gonna be able to stay healthy. How many guys have we seen that size not struggle with injuries? None. Everybody, they all get hurt.
Kareem is the only one I can think of that.
Exactly, but he's at an extreme. He's 7'5", and this dude's playing on the perimeter, like he's handling the ball. He's gonna be taking a lot of
injuries as well.
Nah, I wouldn't say so.
Kareem is the only guy like 7'2" plus who I think was pretty healthy.
Yeah, unless Kareem's game was very Kareem was like a plotting 7-footer. He didn't play like on the perimeter and handle the ball like Wembanyama does. Yeah. I feel like he's going to be exposed to a lot more potential injuries, and his size is not going to help. I think it's like almost to me. I think it's a guarantee he's going to miss a lot of time.
Is it going to be like a center?
So would you take?
This could be an exception to the rule though, too. Though you're just assuming things though. Don't assume anything though. It could be the exception though.
Yeah, but we're talking about the one exception
in
the history of
everybody assumes things when they make draft picks. They assume that this guy will be this. Like they always
assume. We're talking about the one exception in the history of the game. Like we've never seen guys this big not struggle with injuries. They all.
So would you take Scoot Henderson number 1?
It's tough. I've been thinking about it. I've been struggling with that. I'm very close to saying yes. Oof. But here's the thing. I actually want us to get the second pick just so we don't have to think about it.
You don't have to make the decision on passing on Wemby.
Yeah, because I know with the Rockets, if they get the number 1 pick, they're going to get Wemby. But I've seen over the history of the franchise, they've had issues with guys staying healthy, and it's not just like guys that are free agents. We're talking about guys that we drafted. Like look at Yao Ming. Yao Ming's career got cut short.
I hate Wembanyama in Houston. I hate that pick so much.
No, you don't. I don't
like it. I thought Yao Ming was a little overrated. I love it. He's a little overrated as a ball player. They hyped him up a little too much, in my opinion.
That team, I don't know.
Wait, Jared, wait. You're in France, right?
What up?
You're in France, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on Victor?
Well, my thoughts on Victor?
Yeah.
I've been watching him play. He's a very skilled big man. He's got a lot of skill. He can shoot the 3 ball, go down the post. He does need to put a little bit more muscle on. He's a little skinny for his strength, though, which could hurt if he goes in the NBA. He's going to have to be a little bulk up a little bit more. I think he's got the potential, though, but he's going to have to put weight on, though, unfortunately, though, if he's going to be able to survive in the NBA. He's going to have to. But if you look at the European game, you look at the NBA game, though, the European game is a little bit more physical than the NBA is, though, at the moment, which people seem to forget right now. Do you watch it?
And a lot of people forget.
Huh?
What I was gonna say, and like he's already had issues with injuries. Like if you look at like over there, like in like the last 3 years, he's missed a lot of time. He had, I think he like broke his leg in one of those years. He's had like
broke his leg.
Yeah, he had like a fracture. And he missed like the whole like playoffs and like half the season. Like he's already having injury issues.
It's over with. It's over with. It's over.
So can we put fraud alert on Victor?
Oh my no. And I would be like, he's a huge injury risk. It's like look at Embiid. Embiid's just now starting to show what he can do the last couple of years, really. But he's had issues his whole career. He missed what the first like 2-3 years of his career, I think. Mm-hmm. And then even then he's.
I'm like this. I'm not going to assume anything about him though. Until I see him playing the NBA though, and some of that stuff. He does have potential though. There's no question about it. He's got the skill. But the question, he's going to have to put muscle on. If he doesn't, he's not going to last.
He's going to have to do like a Giannis.
Because if you look at Chet Holmgren, he's very skinny too. Look at him. He got hurt his first year already on the box.
Yeah, he got hurt
in the preseason. My bad. He got hurt in the preseason.
I'm not big on Chet as well for the same reason. I think he's going to have issues staying healthy.
All these unicorn guys. He doesn't, but you never know. You just never know. You really don't.
I mean, do you also think that the mileage that players put on their bodies, like, because we see a lot more people, I don't know we see a lot more people going like with AAU all the time. People are playing like a lot of like, they'll be playing basketball since they're born essentially, and they're constantly playing basketball. They're constantly putting these miles on their body. Do you think that when they actually get to the NBA, by the time it's time to play like high level professional basketball, their body's going to break down quicker because they've been playing basketball for so long?
I think it's all about how you condition your body, to how you're training your body, how you work out as well too. What a lot of people forget when you work out too is a lot of people forget to breathe when they work out too. When you're like lifting weights though, right? If you don't like this, you gotta go.
Yeah, you're supposed to breathe. People don't practice breathing exercises.
Breathing properly, you lift out too, you can put a lot of tension in your muscles as well too, though.
That is true.
Yes, guys, please breathe.
Lifting out probably is very important too. People forget that shit all the time, though.
A lot of people. No, he's right. A lot of people don't.
If you lift wrong, like if you're lifting with your back like this, right, but you don't bend your knees though, and lifting your back, you can hurt your back though too, though. You're not lifting, you have to lift your knees. But a lot of people lift their back though. They should lift their knees though.
Got you. I got some super chats to get off, and then I didn't realize how much time we spent together, but I got to get some guys up here, so appreciate the time you guys spent. All right, fellas.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem, guys. Y'all be easy, man. Salute.
WW.
Drew, you want to stay in for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm down.
Cool. You gave a shout out to the GOAT members already, right?
Yes. I'm a W host.
Cool. I was eating some chicken, man. Salute to Bonnet, man. Wanted to see Jokic versus Embiid, but he was ducking. That's crazy that people saying that. Harden didn't just play bad in one game in 2015 versus Warriors. 2 out of the 5 games, 3 and 5. Harden was disastrous. Luka averages 10 more points in the playoffs. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. To be fair, Rick Carr said in the beginning of Luka's career, he had Luka and the staff watch and study Harden's tape to try and copy and improve on it. That's why I say he's the better version of Harden, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. Talk that talk, man. Let's get some guys up here, bro.
What up with y'all boys, man?
Hey, fellas.
Hey,
hey,
on that Luka.
Yo, you're nasty, bro. I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm so excited. Jesus.
Hey,
you're
on that Luka situation.
My guy right there, man. We got our own.
First of all, AI is over Luka.
Hold up, Jewel Bug. You're not just gonna come in and just be talking like this,
dog.
bro.
Hey, y'all.
I love Jewel Bug.
As good as James Harden is, his playoff, I don't even think he top 25 in playoff scoring.
Thank you.
Who?
James Harden. I don't even think he top 25 in playoff scoring.
But you have to also factor. But you have to factor in the years that he was also in OKC and the years before.
No, I ain't talking about OKC days. Just forget OKC days. We talk about. He should, for the 7-8 years he was in Houston, bro, he should be at least top 10. He's not that, bro. Scoring.
What's the top 10?
Bro, I think it's
top 10.
Michael Jordan, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant.
Fire! Wait. Luka Doncic.
Hold on.
Yes.
Let him
I think
finish.
you're talking about
Yeah.
points per game. You talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
points?
Man, none of my want to hear that, bro.
Oh, points per game. Hold on, go ahead. Keep talking.
I think it's Michael Jordan, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant, Allen Iverson, LeBron James, Jerry West. What's your boy name? Giannis.
Did you say Allen Iverson?
Yeah, I said Allen
Okay,
Iverson.
okay.
Shaq?
Donovan Mitchell up there. God dang. Bro, I can't
Shaq?
list all of them, but bro, James Harden ain't on that list, bro.
I'm dead.
Bro, and Luka Doncic, as bad as he is in the regular season shooting, he could shoot like 36% from three in the playoffs and like 47% field goal percentage in the playoffs, bro. His percentages go up, bro.
Yeah, a very small sample size, and against one good
5
defense.
years good enough.
One good defense, really.
5
Or
years
one
good
elite.
enough
My
for
bad.
me,
One
bro.
elite defense.
He's
Bro,
doing
he's played in the
playoffs 3 years.
Yes. That's
Dub,
the
I
problem.
gotta know how you take.
And two of those were first. Two of those
got
years.
first round.
Yeah,
Two of those
I
years
know.
were first round exits. Two of those years were first round exits.
I
Like, what are
think
talking about?
we are a little too quick for this evaluation on Luka.
James Harden's
Player.
Houston points per game average in the playoffs would be top 10. He's not top 10 because of his outside years.
Here's Shaq.
Just to let you
Exactly.
know.
Facts.
In Houston, he was 28.4. He would be 7 all time.
28.4.
Here's Shaq.
I'm not saying that to like arguing. I'm just saying.
Why are we so quick to evaluate Luka? This dude is he's in year 5.
Luka overrated, bro.
Everybody, bro.
I'm tired of this, bro. Luka's overrated.
He's got out the first round one time. We talking about as a playoff performer. He's got out the first round one time.
Luka, see, Luka going up against the Clippers, where maybe he's not elite. It's a good defense with Paul George and Kawhi.
He was good against the Clippers.
He wasn't good. He was great. Phenomenal.
Great.
Crazy, bro.
Great. The man was full. He shot.
Didn't they go down 3-1? Or am I tweaking?
No,
they didn't. No, but I'm just
he had
he was great,
35.
but I can't evaluate
this. Y'all sit here. Y'all hype up some other guys for having a great postseason performances, but y'all not hyping up Luka for.
What about AI though?
Talking about series in which he lost. Like he's only made one deep playoff run.
No, wait.
We evaluate him as a playoff performer.
Aren't y'all the same people? Aren't y'all the same people that say that winning and losing isn't just
no.
one guy's fault?
It was
So
just the first round.
So just because
how can you eat? Okay,
because it was against the Clippers. That's why.
I got a question. How was Tracy McGrady as a playoff performer?
Fantastic.
I don't think he was. I do think he gets discredited way too much. I don't think he was as bad as.
But we don't look at him in no type of light because all he did was lose in the first round.
But he was in the finals in 2013.
But that's so. This is my point.
Let's talk about his performance.
For everybody that be on this show, and the majority of people that be on the show, we all come to an agreement that you know what. Where you lose doesn't define you; it's how you perform. We all agree to that. So now you're shifting the argument.
I understand.
For losing against a title.
You shifting it.
No, it's not shifting it.
No, you are shifting it.
For losing against a title contender in the Clippers.
No, I'm not shaming him. All I'm saying is we are too quick to evaluate him because all he did was lose in the first round. If we talking about like James Harden, his career is pretty much like set in stone at this point.
It doesn't matter for you that Luka Doncic losing in the first round to a title contender and giving them fucking buckets. That doesn't move.
I agree with you that Luka played great, but if we comparing him to a guy like James Harden who has deep playoff runs,
he's never performed on that level, bro.
Hey, my thing with Luka and James Harden is the same.
He never
thing.
performed on that. He's never had a postseason series better than what Luka did against the Clippers. In both years.
He has more great playoff series than Luka has great playoff series. So you want to talk about?
Yes, he does.
Luka has only played.
I need you to get on your
Luka 4.5 playoff series.
Luka
has 4.5 playoff series.
Luka has 3 great playoff series.
Hey, Luke.
We're talking about Harden at his peak, bro.
Luka has to gain longevity. Like if
that's why I said. Well, this isn't a career debate. It's peak for peak.
It might as well be because you're talking about peak for peak. That's still Harden still has more
Talking about
series
their
in his
career.
peak than Luka does. Harden has way more series in his peak than
And
Luka does.
even though that, and it's crazy because despite him having more series, he still hasn't found a series.
And
where
he has better
outperformed Luka
series.
twice.
He has more.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
talking about-
He has
Oh
not
my
had
God.
one series
Luka-
where despite
Luka
him
brought-
having more postseason series, he has not had a playoff series where it was better than Luka Doncic.
Luka and James Harden problem is both of them to me, they both play similar to me. I look at both of them as the same player, but they only problem is the reason why I think both of them struggle, like in playoffs, they conditioning. You can tell as the series go on and on, they start to fade.
Yeah,
Both
Luka
of
be
them, bro.
tired as
They
hell.
get tired.
Oh, so-
both of
Yeah,
them.
I think this is a good way to talk on a larger thing. So I think that both of them, Harden and Luka, are an example of why this whole like heliocentric one man doing everything ball doesn't work
They
to win a
die out,
championship.
bro. They
You
die out.
need the problem that Harden is he needed that secondary guy. He needed to have a reliable second option. Luka needs a reliable second option. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, he had Dwight. He had Dwight mostly past his prime. Oh my God, he had Chris Paul. He had Chris Paul that couldn't stay healthy.
His hamstring gave out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then he had Russell Westbrook, who also couldn't stay healthy when he needs to be. And also it's Russell Westbrook. So exactly. So look at the number 2 on these guys. Look at everybody's number 2 when they win and when they have these great playoff
Hey,
success.
I seen Houston take Harden out the game and win the game, man. So I don't know that
And we saw Luka's team go up 2-1 without Luka.
Other series they was 2-1. Stop.
Exactly.
Stop.
They went up 2-1.
Stop.
And Jalen Brunson was the heliocentric guy in getting it done. So,
Bro, I'm not gonna let.
And we see Jalen Brunson's actually legit.
He was doing.
Hey, and Jalen Brunson, a lesser version than Chris Paul, a lesser supporting cast, they were still able to go to Western Conference. We narrative bending today, fellas.
Yeah,
we narrative bending today, fellas. We narrative bending today.
I peep your game, Dub. I peep your game.
Dub. And what happened in that Western Conference Finals? What happened in that Western Conference Finals?
Luka didn't play the best. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, and they lost in 5 games,
What,
right?
2 good games? I think he lost 2 games.
Yeah, you want to know? You know what was happening? I've never seen so many guys miss open threes. It's crazy to me. I'm not gonna hold you.
Hold on. And would you say that defense that the Warriors had was better than their 2018 defense or 2019 defense?
They had
KD, Klay, Draymond, and all these dudes. And also
2022's defense.
Also, Drew, Luka was getting attacked in that Warriors series. Like I'm not saying James Harden is the best defender, but Luka
Harden played better defense than Luka.
Wait. Who is a better? Who do you guys think is a better defense? 2022 or 2019?
No, I'm just talking about Luka. Luka was the guy being attacked.
I think I might go with.
They was making him work.
I think
it's hard. I don't know.
I think 2022's defense is better.
I'm saying 18 and 19. Yeah.
I think it's still better. I think 2022's defense is still better than both.
No, because Klay was still Klay at that point. He wasn't washed yet, and Draymond was still like.
But he had Wiggins there. And
but then we added we had a Draymond, we had a Wiggins, we had a GP2, we had a decent defense, bro.
Yeah, that defense was fire. I would say that. Yeah, I'm going with that. So
and I'm still better than Luka though. I'm not finna let this go, bro. I can't let this go, bro. Why is Dub up here lying to y'all talking about? Oh well, if someone said Luka was better than AI, I wouldn't argue. Come on, bro.
You got AI better than Luka,
bro. The playoff translation speak for itself, Dub. Come on.
He made it to the finals. That's what it is.
Playoff translation. He averaged 30 in the playoffs.
Dang, yo, Marz, I'm cooked.
Look,
AI's better. AI's better.
I'm not even gonna lie. And he was always good, regular season and playoff.
I'm not gonna get too much into it, but yeah, I also got Luka over AI.
Luka over AI, bro. Y'all drunk, bro.
No,
you got AI over Harden.
No, I got Harden and Luka over AI.
What's with the disrespect to AI? I don't get it. What's so why y'all?
I love AI. I love AI.
If you want to go compare AI to Vince Carter, I'll say AI is better than him.
I mean, of course, Vince Carter. Like,
hey, my fault. You're comparing AI to people who he's worse than. Like, that's always going to be seen as disrespect.
Like, he's better than.
Like, I'm always going to be seen as. I'm always going to be seen as disrespectful if I'm being asked to compare Damian Lillard to Steph Curry. If I love Damian Lillard to Trae Young.
I mean, that's arguing that shit all the time, bro. You can't argue Luka versus AI, bro. You can't.
No. I love AI.
Why is AI better than Luka?
Because the finals.
Okay, we're gonna talk about playoff translation, bro.
Let's talk about whatever you want. Why is AI better than Luka?
First of all, he was leading teams by himself, bro, going crazy at what? Everyone want to say he was 6 feet. I'm gonna say he was 5'11", going crazy on any team, dominating, bro. He got past. He got to the finals one time, but other than that, I ain't gonna lie, he didn't really have deep playoff runs. But still,
But AI didn't have a lot of good seasons, like in the regular season, as far as like even like when they made the playoffs, they weren't really that great as far as. Like,
bro, he was averaging 30.
Carry on with the argument, please. Carry on with the argument. So he's short, and he made the finals that one time. Carry on.
Okay. Then we talking about he didn't have deep playoff runs, but Luka hasn't had deep playoff runs either. He averaged more points. I know he was a better free throw shooter. I ain't even got to look at that. Defensively wise, I'm taking AI over Luka any day. Luka can't play any defense. He's just out there just walking around, bro. I've never seen Luka lock up anyone in my life at any time. He definitely didn't have the weapons. He was definitely facing the by far most like competitive teams more than Luka.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hold on. Let me get in here. So the reason why I have
you must have forgot how good that East was, man.
The reason why I have, I guess you could say, prime or peak Luka and Harden over AI is because that conference, the Western Conference, one of the worst Western Conferences we've ever seen.
Eastern Conference.
So you mean you're trying to tell me that the only reason Shaq and them three-peated was not because they were good, but because the Western Conference was bad? That's what you're telling me.
No, my bad.
The East was bad. The East. He met the
East. Both sides of the coin, bro. I mean, the East, they wasn't terrible, but I'm saying it wasn't bad.
I don't like to do hypotheticals. But if you put Harden, if you put peak Harden or peak Luka on that Sixers team, they also make the finals. And not only that, they might get more than the game even in the.
I don't know about that. I feel like they might make the finals. I'm not into the hypotheticals.
No. I'm gonna say they definitely make the finals, and I say they do it in less games. Even I'm gonna go.
I don't think y'all know what Iverson was putting up to even get them to that point, bro.
Iverson was great.
No, enlighten us on what AI.
Who actually watched that playoff series? By the way, who watched that AI playoff?
I watched the I went back to watch it, but
I was like 1.5, so I definitely didn't watch it, bro. But
so yeah, I watched it, and so what competition are you guessing? Are you talking about the Bucks? Is that
the Bucks was a good team? They were a good
team, but like they were a good team. But were they anywhere on par to some of the best teams that Harden's facing in the playoffs, like the Warriors or Luka's facing?
Not Harden, no, but Luka. I mean, who is Luka really faced up against that was so great defensively?
The Warriors.
The Bucks, but we're not just gonna act like the Warriors were just really.
No, you can't use the defensive argument for the Bucks. The Bucks were a good offensive team, not a good defensive team.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, like that Clippers team, you could argue is better than that Bucks team.
That 2020 Clippers team, their playoff defense was very good, by the way. I just want to.
Yeah. I think that Clippers team probably beats that Bucks team in a playoff series as well.
And you look at you being nasty with Luka and Harden. You nasty, Marz.
I admit I think you could argue that Clippers defense was borderline elite. I think you could argue.
And also oh my, I'm gonna say it.
But yeah, the Bucks was not an elite defense in 2001, so that doesn't help.
They just had a great offense. I think
they were a very good offensive team. I think they were the best offense in the NBA that year, but that's because I don't know what the Lakers run. But the defense, nah. If you wanted to use defense, you have to argue like the Raptors or something.
I'm talking from like an all-time perspective. I would have Harden over Luka right now, but Luka's trajectory, he's gonna surpass Iverson like easily. And I personally have Harden over AI, even though AI is my guy.
All time, I'm taking.
I would say this for everybody. I would say this for everybody. I would say this for everybody in the chat that still believe that Allen Iverson was efficient because that's the type of player he was, and not the he was.
I never spoke efficient one time.
No, not you. No, not you, Junebug. I'm just talking about the chat because I was in a debate about that before, and I realized something. When he got just a little bit of help in 2005 with Kyle Korver and then an old ass Chris Webber, his efficiency went up to above league average. His efficiency in the postseason cleared the league average. in the playoffs.
We're not going to compare 2005 AI to 2001 AI.
It's helping your point.
2005 is the year they played Detroit in the playoffs, right?
Exactly, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
That's the best playoff series I've seen AI play.
And that was the one time where they actually gave him a Kyle Korver who could shoot.
That's the only time he ever had help. Look at all the team he's had.
Jubak. I know. I'm helping your point. I am helping your point. Because the whole idea that Allen Iverson isn't a product of his environment and that his efficiency is solely on him is not true. Because even when they actually got him some help in 2005, his efficiency went up.
Yeah, but I think that's true. That whole efficiency thing, that's true for most players.
I feel like
You're right, Drew. Yes.
No, but even then, I don't.
Most players' efficiency is predicated on who they're around.
Yeah, because you need space to operate. But even then, I don't think Allen Iverson played like an extremely efficient level of style.
That's because he didn't have anybody, bro. He was the Russell Westbrook.
But even then, like that was that series that they were just talking about with the Pistons. That was probably his only like playoff run, or I guess because they lost anyway. But they only playoff run where he looked really efficient.
Whoa,
all these other times,
hold on.
Like, bruh, it's like, I mean, I know he a jacket, he do what he got to do, but it's like,
I wouldn't say that because that one when he got to the finals, I feel like he was a little bit. I forgot what series that was. Hold on,
Charlotte Hornets. He was great on the shore against the Charlotte Hornets in 03.
Yeah, he was.
I'm just talking about like as a.
And he went up against. Then he went up against an all-time great defense in the Detroit Pistons. So why are we discounting him for that? No. The playoff series before in 03. Right?
I'll be lying if I said I watched that Charlotte series.
And in 03, in the first round, he had a good efficiency against the Hornets, and then he faced the Detroit Pistons, which was an all-time great defense. We all know this.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, why are we crucifying him for that?
I don't know if
I'm not crucifying for that. I just think like I'm not taking one series to then make that like.
I just don't think AI was efficient.
He wasn't.
Yeah, terrible, bro. It had to do with him too, bro. Like he had terrible stats, bro.
And like you're saying above league average, like he was never like elite.
He was slightly above, but the thing with AI, like, yes, I agree. Efficiency.
John Morant's below league average, man.
And John Morant's not efficient, and I've been
John Morant's overrated.
I've been trying to tell people this for a year. I've been trying to say this for a year. So like, you don't have to tell me about that.
You should have put the title as John Morant overrated. That's the shit.
We'll do that next episode.
He is overrated.
Joe overrated.
No, it's just weird how everyone switched up on John Morant because they don't like how he acts off the court. That's just
facts, Marz. Facts.
I've been saying this for like a year.
Marz, we've been here together. Yes, we have.
I've been saying everyone
John Morant said the same thing,
and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, John Morant, he's not this good." Like you guys weren't saying this a year ago.
No, you don't like how he acts. Me and Drew was saying the same thing before the season started. They came out with this ESPN thing. They had Ja like the ninth best player in the NBA, and I was like, man,
it's just crazy how those things happen.
So you think better players than Ja in the NBA?
That's why I can't take a lot.
I think it might be 20 players better than Ja in the NBA.
Okay, just making sure. Because
I'm keeping it real.
De'Aaron Fox or John Morant?
De'Aaron Fox.
I think that's interchangeable.
I'm taking De'Aaron.
I think it's a real debate, and people like, oh nah, John's top 10 here. And I think that's a real like.
John is a rim runner, bro.
Do y'all consider when rating players like the superstar potential at all?
No, I look at what you are right now. If I'm gonna rank you right now, I'm gonna look at what you are right now.
Like, because Marz, you know how
I think John Morant has a higher ceiling than De'Aaron Fox, but I think as of now, I think De'Aaron Fox is arguably better than John Morant.
Marz, you know how it's talking about Kyrie Irving, like that. Like sometimes, like people just have that.
Okay.
They just have that it factor, bro. And it's like I think Ja has that, but it's like De'Aaron is like I watch him, he's great, but it's like I don't feel that it factor that he has.
I feel like De'Aaron Fox is a better overall player, bro. He's a better overall player than John Morant. He's a better playmaker. I'll take his defense over.
I don't know if he's a better playmaker than
He's a better playmaker.
John Morant is not a good playmaker, bro.
I think he's a better playmaker.
Don't lie about him on that.
John Morant's a good playmaker.
He's a really good playmaker.
Tell me what John Morant does playmaking wise.
Pass.
I think he.
Nah, you just got cooked. So that's crazy.
I think he draws more attention to the defense.
That's it. That's the only.
So that help you play make. I mean,
that's just his job. He's the best player on the team. He's supposed to draw more people over. When those people do get draw over, do you see Ja throwing out of double teams?
Yes.
Ja runs to the goal and throws it out. That's his main shit.
No, Ja throws loud.
If that's playmaking, then Russell Westbrook is the best playmaker we've ever seen.
Hold on, but Russ was still a good playmaker.
Russell Westbrook is a great playmaker.
Yeah, he was still a good playmaker. He wasn't the best in the league, maybe, but he was still really good.
We talking about Ja and Fox. Ja is a better playmaker than Fox. I don't think that's a debate.
Yeah, I think Ja is a better playmaker than Fox.
Damn, I don't think nobody in here is watching Kings games.
No, I watch the Kings. I think
Fox. I gotta sit and watch the Sacramento.
I think Fox is a better scorer for sure. Because I think he has great mid-range game.
Why did you say that?
Because
we said Russell Westbrook the best playmaker.
I knock Russ too, and I would never say that about Russ. I knock Russ all the time. Like, come on, man.
Like,
why would you say that?
All Russ did was kick it out, like run to the goal and kick it out, bro. Like I've never seen. I don't think I could see John Morant really. I would rather have De'Aaron Fox run my offense than John Morant.
Are you a Kings fan?
That's a different question.
That's
a different question because I'd rather have De'Aaron Fox probably run my offense than Russell Westbrook.
I think a lot of people would rather have Chris Paul running their offense over.
Oh my God! Stop!
I don't know about right now.
Not running as in being the point guard, not scoring, just running the offense.
I mean, yeah, he's the better floor general. He is the floor general. I mean, so I'll take Chris Paul as in leading my offense, but.
Y'all know what it is. I got some super chats though. James Harden's Rockets never missed the playoffs.
One more thing. Harden's never missed the playoffs in his career. He's been on to make the playoffs.
Man, he's just the ultimate winner.
I mean, but so is Donovan. I mean, are you going to say Donovan Mitchell?
What?
Are you going to compare Donovan Mitchell to James Harden? Are you going to say he's up there with James Harden? I mean, Donovan Mitchell never not missed the playoffs either. Yeah, I really think it just depends on your team. That doesn't matter to me. That's what I'm saying overall.
Well, no, because he's had years where his teammates were healthy and injured or couldn't stay, and like he had so many different guys.
I will down this. So I think Harden deserved that MVP in 2015,
or when they weren't even on the team.
He definitely.
Wait. I think Harden deserved the MVP in 2019.
Wait, what year though?
2019. James Harden was that, bro. He was
ever since. I'm gonna give y'all my MVPs since 2015 because I think they fucked it up every fucking year, almost every year.
Okay. Make sure you clarify that.
2015, I would have given it to Harden 100%.
Debatable.
2016, Curry. 2017, I would have given it to Russ. Harden, I get that, but triple double like that.
Harden would have three-peated to me.
Harden was wilding, but 2018, I would have given it to LeBron, and then in 2019, I would have given it to 100%. I would have given it to James Harden,
but I think
Harden could have got it in 2019.
Wait, Drew, how many games did the Rockets win that year? Like 65 or 67?
Bro, James Harden
2018.
Yeah, I think just the fact that they won 65 games, bro.
I don't rank it off that. I
mean, I'm just looking at the consistent,
I get it,
at the consistent MVP.
Okay, but you can make your own criteria for the MVP.
Yeah, also Chris Paul missed
based off the criteria
of 25. Something he missed over 25 games, Chris Paul, that year.
So. I think
James Harden should have 3 or 4.
But you gotta remember, in 2018, they had guys like Gerald Green and Eric Gordon playing great off the bench. You remember that?
Gerald Green's not.
Gerald Green
was no.
He was in and out. He was in
great is a stretch, brother.
You seen Gerald Green?
He was in and out.
Great is a stretch.
Gerald Green was hot and cold. Like he was.
He was in and out.
He was hot and cold.
Eric Gordon. Eric
Gordon's valid. Eric Gordon's valid. Yes.
They had a very good unit though.
No, that was a great team, man. Drew, no.
All right, bro. All I'm saying, so then after 2019, I was giving it to Harden. I guess in
that's supposed to be the year, man.
In 2020, it kind of got messed up because of COVID, but I probably won't give that to Giannis. 2021, who could I have gotten to?
Embiid.
Jokic.
What?
But I think Embiid missed too many games.
I think Jokic could have won.
Jokic did win. I think, right?
Yeah, Jokic did.
Bro, Jokic is.
Oh yeah, Jokic won because Embiid was getting hurt. So then I would have given it to Jokic.
I think Jokic deserved it. To me, last year is the one I would have given it.
Yeah, last year I don't think he should have got it.
I agree.
Yeah,
Last year I would have given it to Embiid because I think Harden going to the Sixers fucked up his MVP case.
I agree.
Because if Harden
was doing that without Ben Simmons, like he would have won MVP.
Last year I would have given it to Giannis, but that's it.
Yeah, I think so. For me, 15 is a toss up between Steph and Harden. I don't care which way you go. So for the sake of this, I'll just say Steph in 15 and 16, 17, 18, and 19, James Harden, 2020 Giannis, 21 Jokic, 22 Giannis, and then this year I still think Jokic is the MVP.
I think Jokic's MVP too.
Embiid is
making a great case right now, and it's crazy.
If Embiid played yesterday, because I was really looking forward to that game, that might have moved me on the MVP.
I asked Drew yesterday. I said, "Do you think Embiid didn't play because he has the calf injury? So if he went out there and played and he stunk it up, I think it would have hurt his case more than him not playing it. I think not playing hurt him, but if he went out there and played hurt and played bad, that would.
I just don't like that his interview was released.
He should have said all that.
The timing was
he should have theoretically just missed the Phoenix game, the second game of a back-to-back, and then played the Denver game. But like I'm not judging. Like it's just for my own entertainment. I wanted to see Jokic and Embiid. So,
do matchups matter when you judging the MVP or not?
No, it doesn't.
I don't really think about them, but when it's this close and Jokic plays Giannis and Embiid in back-to-back games, I do think that's kind of like a big deal.
If it's a tight race, then
I was just saying. I thought like this next coming like when because I think they all play each other. Well, they all were supposed to.
Giannis and Embiid play this week.
Yeah, I was like that. They all supposed to play each other. So whoever wins those matchups, that'll probably decide who it is. But
Drew, what were you gonna say earlier? I know you had something to say earlier.
Oh, I want to ask Marz because he's been on this. I've peeped over a lot of the different episodes where he kind of pushes this disingenuous. I don't know if it's disingenuous if he's being honest with the Jalen Green thing. No, with the Jalen Green thing, like because I'm a Rockets fan. I know you'd be trolling when you say Jalen Green is better than this or that player. What do you actually think he's gonna be? What do you actually?
His ceiling?
Because I think he has the potential to be a superstar, but I know that like
it ain't gonna be in Houston.
Oh, if we're talking about his ceiling, I think if you get rid of Steven Silas,
nigga up out of there.
Facts.
Yeah, get rid of Steven Silas, and then depending on who they draft, either Scoot or Wembanyama probably.
It don't matter who they draft, Marz. That Houston not doing nothing, bro. He gotta get out of Houston to make some type of noise, bro.
I disagree with that.
Houston gonna win 25 games next year, and they're gonna be happy about it.
That's progress.
Yeah, if they keep Silas, they're gonna win.
Yeah, I think Silas is gone after this season. In my opinion, but I think Jalen Green has the potential to be a scoring leader in the NBA, and I think recently I've seen like spurts where he's played very good defense, so I think his defensive potential is also very high. So if I had to like make a comparison for him, like I think his ceiling would be, and I'm not saying he will be this player, but I think his ceiling is a Dwayne Wade caliber player.
Yeah, Green, be that guy.
Yes. I think his ceiling is a Dwayne Wade caliber player.
Don't you ever disrespect Dwayne Wade?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's not disrespect. I'm not saying he'll be Dwayne Wade. I'm saying if everything goes perfectly,
Donovan Mitchell, that's who he'll be.
I mean, Donovan Mitchell was compared to Dwayne Wade.
I know, but he will never be on D Wade's level. But Donovan Mitchell.
I'm not saying
we were talking about.
You know what a ceiling means, though?
I do.
If everything goes perfectly,
is disrespectful to Dwayne Wade. Is disrespectful to Dwayne Wade.
Absolutely
disrespectful to Dwayne Wade.
Is
disrespectful to Dwayne Wade.
I'm not even saying that's what he will be. I'm literally saying if everything goes perfect,
projecting, rejecting, motherfucking acting, bro. All of the above, bro.
He will never touch him, bro.
He will never be on that level.
I'm not saying he will be. So
he wouldn't even be close to it.
No, it's not even a thought.
He'll be the Paul.
Okay, then I disagree with you guys. But that's
good. I mean, that's an interesting comparison. I never heard D Wade though.
Never heard.
And I'm not saying in terms of play style he's the same. I'm just saying that caliber of like player. So like top 5.
So like top 5.
Yeah.
Why don't you call KD?
No,
I went positionally. I went
because KD was never the best for you. He was always top 5 though.
D Wade was like
I went
second best.
Why not James Harden?
I could have said James Harden. You want to say James Harden?
Yeah,
James Harden.
Because Wade is crazy. Look,
Zach LaVine is a more realistic Like if I had to predict where Jalen Green end up, I think a Zach LaVine level is probably where about he'll be.
Zach LaVine.
Oh, yeah, for me, I was thinking more like a more athletic Devin Booker or something like that. But,
yeah, that Zach LaVine. That's what
I really think
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, his ceiling. I think Zach LaVine's not bad because it's like a lesser version of D Mitch. That's who I think Jalen Green will be. I think that's his ceiling.
I think it's entirely dependent on how his playmaking develops because I'm seeing him.
He's not going to develop in Houston, bro.
He's trying. He's trying as a playmaker. He understands some of like the more basic pick and roll reads. He does miss like quite a few passing opportunities. I like the way he's willing to like take contact, but he needs to do better at drawing fouls. He doesn't get to the free throw line enough. And I do think like there's no issue with his willingness to shoot. He just has to become more reliable in the outside shot because like off the pick and roll, he's like his pull-up game, like he's willing to shoot those pull-up shots. He just needs to make them with more consistency.
He's taking too many tough shots. He's taking some of the worst shots.
The issue. I do think that's part of just the Steven Silas system. It's pretty much the first action. If that fizzles out, it's pretty much Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green go make something happen, and it's just not.
Jalen Green would be like Malik Monk. Anyways,
absolutely not.
Bro, Jalen Green, like we really up in Jalen Green right now. Like
Jalen Green, if you watch like when he's playing his best, his ability to create is way better than. It's not even close. It's way better than what Malik Monk can do.
That's crazy.
Malik Monk is.
Let's be honest, man. You watched like 3 games of Jalen Green.
I watched like
3 games.
Maybe I don't know.
I know people aren't actually.
I watched him
sitting down and watching.
Come on, don't act like you just sit down here watching the Rockets.
Watched him when he beat Jokic.
What's wrong with watching the Rockets?
That's what people don't do that. I struggle to watch them.
Be real, like bro.
I struggle to watch.
I'm not gonna lie, I gotta flip through it. I can't watch the whole game. I flip through it all the time. I watch a quarter here and there, go check something else out, go back to the game, watch it.
And I don't blame you, man, because some of those games be just.
Bro, yesterday
I hate
that game got away so quickly in the
offense and the defense is so bad. They're just bad.
I hope I wanted us to be able to get Quinn Snyder. I'm mad that the Hawks got him. That's what I thought. That's what I wanted to replace Dallas. But
Quinn Snyder
bring Mike D'Antoni.
Moving the needle over there. Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, because we need some actual structure, like to what we do. We have no offense.
Do y'all think Mike D'Antoni's ever going to get a coaching job again?
No.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah, but I don't know if he wants to. I don't know if he wants to.
I think Mike D'Antoni's at a point where he only wants to coach contenders, but I don't think contenders.
I think he just brought the best out of good offensive shooters, bro.
I think he's in the Carmelo Anthony of coaching role right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't he just the assistant for Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
He was assistant
coach.
He was
assistant to Steve Nash.
And that's why they were their most successful.
And that's when they had Harden.
That's when they had Harden, bro.
I would say the best out of offensive shooters, but.
Hey, I got to get some of you guys up here, but appreciate you guys, man. Y'all be easy. Salute to y'all. Junebug, I'm going to see you later, man.
Man, AR Luka, man.
Bro, you be safe. Send me your social, too.
Man, say less.
Peace. Oh, bro. Junebug is awesome. He's been on Dub World numerous times. He is hilarious. He said, what did he say? He said Eminem was the Kendrick Perkins of the rap game.
Damn.
That's wild disrespect.
Wild disrespectful, man. I love JB. Let's be honest. He got benched in the Clippers series for Trey Burke. He had a run last year that no one saw coming. Harden had a better supporting cast.
Okay.
Luka top 5 and Jokic number 1 setter all time. Dub Nation from Chase Richard. Appreciate you.
That's what Dub Nation is pushing right now.
I'm not pushing.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Not the Jokic, but I like everything else. Scared of Luka greatness because he better than y'all fave. That's fire. Yes, sir. Sec. Luka and Harden need shooters. AI didn't. Damn, that's a bar.
AI needed shooters too. He just
he made it to the finals, bro, and he got a game off of Kobe and Shaq. What does a regular season record mean in the playoffs? Playoffs are always about matchups. Best regular season team doesn't make you the best team.
I agree. Yeah.
I agree, but more often than not, if you're a top 3 or 4 seed, you are one of the best teams. Because
it does matter.
The only non-top 3 seed is what Houston 95.
Yeah, right? They were 6 seed.
You got like the Knicks in '99 who made the finals, but they lost. So I don't know who else you're really going with.
I think this may be the one year where we're gonna see that happen, where we're gonna see somebody not be a top 3 seed and win.
Well, I think the championship's coming out of the East, and I think it's going to be one of the top 3 seeds. So
yeah,
I think in the West, I do agree that if a West team does win it, I don't think it will be one of the top 3 seeds. So
yeah, there's also the whole like you need to have. I think it's like what almost every year, not every year, but like 99% of the time, if you don't have a top 10 defense, top 10 offense, you're probably not winning the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And so we look at that, and there's the only teams that qualify for that are in the Eastern Conference.
Hey, but I think the Lakers are a top 10 defense. It's just statistically they're not.
Yeah, I think it's just the Bucks, Celtics. And
oh yeah, but that's because AD's missed a lot of time.
And maybe the Cavs. Yeah,
maybe the Cavs. Tell me why Manu isn't a top. Tell me why Manu isn't a top 10 shooting guard of all time. For my eye test, I got him top 5.
Top 5. I don't know how you can get top 5. I think top 10 is valid. I think you'd have to not rank like Jerry West and those guys, but you'd probably go. MJ.
I love Manu, but I feel like he's overrated because of that Olympic run. Because he beat the U.S. team. I feel like
I don't think you. If you're ranking Manu Ginobili based on something that wasn't in the NBA, you're kind of dragging it. But MJ, Kobe, Wade, Harden, AI. That's how many is that? 6.
So what's up?
What's the word?
And then you got like T-Mac.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
You can say Manu. You can say Manu.
Yeah, I think Manu is for sure top 10.
He's over Klay Thompson. That's all I know.
Way better.
Speaking of Manu, I think the thing that could help Luka is kind of taking a step out of Manu's off-ball movement. I think he should set up, you know what I mean? Like Manu has a lot of fakes. It's not Manu doesn't cut all the time, but I think just being open, and I think that will unlock his level of being peak. And I think the reason why we're having the argument with Harden and Luka is because they're heliocentric versus we don't see now here's the thing versus with Luka that I see there's a difference versus Harden. Well, Harden, he's reverting back to it in Philly, but Luka posts up way more. He does the pinch post. He plays a lot like Dirk, where he has a lot of up fakes. You know what I mean? Like if you watch it, and it's very versatile. So like my man on the top right said, he said that his shot profile is vaster than
Harden. He uses the mid range in the post, and Harden barely uses it.
Right. At that time, it was just downhill. But the thing about it is the coaching and the brass was telling him, "Yo, only take threes or layups." Exactly. That was it, and it was enforced. Even Melo had a problem because remember, Melo apologized for taking a mid range. He was like, "Oh shit, my bad. I was supposed to take a 3-pointer." You know what I'm saying? So coaching kind of plays a factor into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No doubt. I don't know if Luka can play off ball though. I think some players just have to build a team around him. But back to the Allen Iverson thing, people always bring up he never had any help. But when he did have help in Denver, that team didn't perform the way it used to be. With Allen Iverson, I don't think he can necessarily play with another 20-point scorer. His game doesn't allow his teammates to excel like that. So, and even I know we don't want to talk about the Olympics because it's a different scene, but even that Team USA Olympics, he struggled with incredible talent around him. So Allen Iverson, when you put these kind of other guys that need the ball in their hands or need to score, he doesn't perform like the Allen Iverson that we saw with guys like Mutombo. Who was else that team was? Who was second? Who's the second lead scorer on that team?
Aaron McKee.
I think AI did his thing on the Nuggets.
That's part of it too.
No, I mean he put up 27 points, but he wasn't. He was literally one of the least efficient. Even his scoring leader season, I think by true shooting plus, he literally had the worst true shooting plus scoring leader season ever, and four out of his top, and out of the 4
wasn't on the
Nuggets,
Nuggets,
all
though.
the bottom 10.
It wasn't.
Those are not Nuggets. Yeah, those are not Nuggets.
He was more efficient on the Nuggets.
He was more efficient, but it still wasn't.
It still wasn't good.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Going from the worst to league average or right below league average is it's not really a thing. So again, with Allen Iverson, I just think the cultural influence, what he did bring hip hop culture to the NBA, the clothes he wore, the hairstyles, all that have that have people falling in love with Allen Iverson as a person. But when you look at just basketball wise, yeah, he's probably the most overhyped and overrated NBA star. Look, I grew up watching Allen Iverson. Like I get the impact he had off the court and that, but on the court,
though, like
let me just give a quick rebuttal. My bad. I don't want to think, but let me give a quick rebuttal. I don't think I understand what you're saying with the cultural factor and all that stuff, but I don't think if you look at from him being 5'11", let's give him 5'11", right? Being 5'11", being that small. the spacing being not elite, not having any shooters, and putting up those numbers. Of course, we can't. The determining factor of him being efficient, that shouldn't be the criteria for him because he wasn't put in the position to be efficient. So like it's you know what I mean? Like you can't.
I hear what you're saying.
That's
right.
I mean, the fact that he's 5'11", that's just he's 5'11". If you just like Kobe said, if he was 6'6", he would have been one of the greatest of all time. But he wasn't. Like he wasn't 6'6". He was 5'11", which made him making those shots difficult. Like
but that's the point. To put up that production with those.
That's impressive.
Right.
No, for sure. That's impressive. That's impressive. Yeah. That can't be a determining factor of all. Of where of kind of his all-time rank because he wasn't 6'6". He had to deal with the cards he was dealt at the pressure that he did. But I'm not going to compare it to a guy who was 6'6" doing that. You know what I mean?
I don't like the points. I don't like the points when people bring up the 5'11" because even though I love AI, it's like people's size, people's height. Like KD is a better defender than what he should be because of his height. Like it is what it is. Like if he's smaller and efficient, like he's smaller.
No. But what I mean by that is what I'm saying is that it's a credit to it. I use it as a credit because you have to remember, 5'11", you can't shoot over people. You have to adjust your shot. The type of shots you take being a shorter person is completely different. Your shot pocket is not the same as a 7-footer, as a 6'6" guy. So to do that in the trenches, in no spacing, you know what I'm saying? I think we need to.
That's why I agree. So yeah, that's why I agree where people should account for that, where consider the era in which AI played. And people hate doing this, but I love doing this. I think portability across all eras is important. So Allen Iverson playing and we looked at the league average height last week. You go check it. Playing in the tallest era known to man in the NBA basketball community with the least spacing, with the zone that he was going up against as well. That's why I say you put him in an era like today, bro, he's gonna be a monster.
He's gonna go crazy. He's gonna go crazy, bro. You kidding me?
It wasn't just
barbecue chicken. All the guards, barbecue chicken.
Think of John Morant. I think that he would be. I think he would be a bit more efficient. John Morant.
I think he'd be around that level.
I mean,
so a borderline top 10 player.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Just
I think it'll be a borderline top 10.
If you look at it, it wasn't
maybe
just his
top 5.
team. Like AI had horrible shots.
Depends on which scenario he's in.
Yeah, AI did have bad shots.
Top 10 player is crazy. He would never in today's NBA. He's not close to a top 10 player.
No,
not who?
Allen Iverson would be called top 10 player.
Not close.
Pack him up,
crazy.
I mean,
what is he
He's not top 10.
Let me hear.
Is Allen Iverson better than Jason Tatum?
No,
definitely not. No, so that's one.
No. Is he better than LeBron?
No.
No way.
Is he better than Kawhi?
No.
Yes. Kawhi's been hurt all year.
Yeah, sure. Kawhi's been hurt, but he's not a better basketball player.
So has LeBron. So has LeBron.
LeBron's LeBron. Kawhi, nah. Pack Kawhi up.
Pack Kawhi up.
Joel Embiid's better. Jokic is better. Anthony Davis is better.
Kevin
Giannis
Durant
is better.
Davis is better due to his size, but
the league is fucking stacked right now.
Honestly, Kyrie better too. Kyrie better as well.
People forget length and height matters. Like I always say, I think
too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm with you. Kyrie might be better in this day and age. I think he has more of a full package than Iverson. I think he can shoot the midi, Iverson can do it as well, but I think Kyrie can shoot. He's a better shooter than Allen Iverson, and he can finish just as well. You know what I mean? So.
And if I want to be nasty,
I don't even think AI be better than
teams too.
So it's Jesus. So it sounds like AI isn't a top 10 player.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
This is my opinion.
Would he be better than Spidey? Right. That's nasty.
Yeah, is he better than Donovan Mitchell?
I think he would be better. I think he would be better than all those guys.
I think he'll be better than Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I think you
get. If you want to say intangibles,
is he better than Dame? Is he better than Dame?
Yeah, I think he would be in that conversation. He would definitely be in that conversation.
Close.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, number one, AI's passing and playmaking is very underrated, and in this era, bro, he would definitely be fucking putting up numbers with that. On top of it, like I said, with the pace he's spaced out, Marz knows I'm right though. Marz knows I'm right.
I feel like Allen Iverson is closer to Isaiah Thomas on the Boston Celtics. Ain't no difference.
All right, now it's time.
Yeah, see, now you got to see what happens. We was having fun. We was having a good time. And now he got to jump out the window.
You know when you keep giving people an inch, and then they take a whole mile.
They take a whole
That was crazy.
No love for Isaiah Thomas. That's a top 5 MVP candidate.
Allen Iverson would get about
hey,
defense and body.
peak
Like again, being 5'11", 160 pounds, you're going to get exploited in the NBA. You're just too small.
Peak
in a lot of ways. He can't shoot the ball, but
Bro, thank you. Oh my God!
Now we just gonna say, we just gonna say anything now. Fuck it.
We got Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson would easily average 40 in today's game.
Now we just saying anything. We're just saying
Let him get the 1v1.
You guys are working hard for some TikTok.
Let him get the 1v1. Let him get the 1v1.
How many shots do you think AI got to take to get 40?
I mean,
how many shots do you think you got to shoot?
37 shots to average 40
shots, maybe at the end of the day. But look,
shots again.
40 points a game.
Shots too.
That's obsessive, dude.
LeBron be taking shots too.
40 points a game. That's a lot of points a game, my guy.
LeBron averaged more shot attempts, I'm sure, than that, bro.
Yeah,
and at the end of the day, he was
you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah, we just was talking good basketball, fellas. We just was talking good basketball.
Peak AI was shooting the ball.
It's a shit show now, Marz.
He'll get to the line. Hey, he'll get to the line a lot.
Peak AI getting to the line a lot in the team.
Rim pressure.
Stop it, man. You're fucking stupid.
Can we talk about what AI already averaged in the league that he was in, bro?
Like 29 points per game, right?
So what you think Kobe would average like 45, 50?
Yeah, right?
Bro,
like
that's not even possible.
How much is Kobe?
I think
no, let him answer.
Kobe worked on both sides of the floor. So it would be real hard for him to score all those points and do the defense that he was putting up at the same time. AI wasn't that good at defense. He would be the same as Jokic today. Transcendent on offense, so good on offense that you would not. It would matter. It would be in discussion, bro.
You're reaching, Joe. You're reaching. I hear you, but you're reaching, my boy.
Are you serious right now, bro?
I'll give AI 20 to 25. 20 to 25.
20 to 25? What the fuck? See?
Where can we find the mid ground? Because this guy's saying 40 and we got you saying 20. Just meet in the middle and say 30 again. There we go.
Bro, he was averaging 30 in 2000, a way more defensive league. With
so then you're also assuming that AI is once again on the team where he's the only offensive option.
Yeah, I would put him on a team like the Trailblazers and see how that would work out, bro.
Instead of Dame,
he was still
so you're saying he would average like 10 more points than Dame, and the team would still be trash.
But that take is nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty. Ooh,
that's fine. If AI could put a 40 a game on a team that would be the 14 seed.
On the team that he would have to lead. Are you
to the 14 seed?
No. I'm telling you that. Are y'all saying that y'all going to drop him on the team with someone else that can shoot a 2014?
Well, I'm saying theoretically, I don't know why you'd put AI on a team that he couldn't make the playoffs.
Score on the team, huh?
I don't know why you'd put AI on a team that you couldn't make the playoffs with. I don't get why you would do that.
He was on the same team. Look, back in the day, he was on the same team with no options, basically, where he was leading the team.
They were. I just want to give you guys some numbers because
the points per game is just absurd.
The pace right now for the NBA is around 98 or 99 possessions right now.
In the 2000s, it was like 90, I think.
So when we do per 100 possessions for Allen Iverson, I know people don't like that stat, but just to clarify for everybody, per 100 possessions, which is the same amount of possessions or close to possessions they get in today's day, Allen Iverson's averaging 39.
So AI would have to play every minute
of every game.
He was logging in like 43 minutes.
He was though. That's funny. Yeah, word.
But we average 40 minutes a game. 40
that's because he had to though, bro.
He had to factor in how many shots that AI was taking.
I was gonna say, didn't he take more shots than anyone taking even today? Did he take more? Didn't he average?
Yeah, 100.
Here's a perfect example. Look at LeBron. LeBron been in the league 20 years, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is the season that he shot the most shots per game?
I'm gonna say
06. Probably 2018.
This year.
This year,
LeBron's taking the most shots he shot per game. AI was shooting that much. His whole peak, AI was shooting that much.
So he's gonna be shooting 30 shots.
Oh wait.
Shooting 30 shots a game is crazy now. Damn.
If LeBron is shooting the most he is today, that means Allen Iverson is going to be shooting. He's going to get the ultimate. He's going to be taking 30 of them boys.
With that logic, we got to ride with Junebug now. With that logic, we got to ride with Junebug.
You can't win games. Allen Iverson taking 30 shots a game. You can't win games if he's taking.
And actually, he shot more in 2006. Just to clarify.
I know, boo. I know, boo. There we go.
No, he's wrong. He's wrong.
Oh, wait.
No, it's 23 to 22. It's 23.
I gotta get a dub here to Marz.
That's what I do, man. That's what I do.
I'm just saying, bro.
I know, boo.
Okay, so second most.
All
right, so then AI
in 2006 it was 10 free throws to 6. So he was just shooting a lot more in 2006. But I get the point. In
today's NBA, can AI be your number one option? Can you win games? I don't think
win games. Yes.
He's not no top force anywhere.
Jalen Green is winning games as a number one option. I understand.
That's Jalen Green. That's Jalen Green.
Do y'all think that Allen Iverson can be on the Oklahoma City Thunder now instead of Shea?
What? No, be like borderline
player. Better on the OKC Thunder than Allen Iverson would be on the OKC Thunder. Shea is a better basketball player on the OKC Thunder than Allen Iverson.
I agree.
Oh, that's nasty work. I'm not gonna hold you. AI.
Y'all don't include the teams that AI was playing on, bro. Y'all can't tell me any of the scoring options that AI had to be.
Yeah, but OKC's a way better team than 76ers. Yeah, they're way better team than 76ers.
Okay. How you gonna play?
Yeah, way better.
Yeah, but even if you compare,
better than Aaron McKee.
Yeah,
this is just showing me how polarizing AI is, because you got people in the chat thinking that saying Shea is better is ridiculous, and then you got people saying Shea is better than AI. It's like AI is just really like you're either really high on him or really low on him.
He was really like that, bro. I'm just saying he was really that guy.
And like, and just a point to make, like, I think the reason why people are high on him, and like you guys said, even though your height is your height, I think is the fact that it's your height. He was playing like he in his mind. I think he thought he was 6'6". That's the way he played like, and he put up the stats and put up the impact where it feels like, damn, if he was 6'6", you know what I mean? Like the sky would be the limit. I think he made such an impression at that height that if he was taller, I think that's what it is. We get so caught up in, damn, if he was just taller, you know what I mean? I think that's what kind of carries on.
If Allen Iverson was 6'6", the league would be screwed. Like they'd all be screwed. Allen Iverson was 6'6", but he wasn't.
I can tell you why there's
if Kyrie was 6'8", he would be the best basketball player of all
time. But I'm saying if you put AI on that Oklahoma City team, they'll be a lot better.
Let top right go. He was saying some more, bro.
SJ is a way. SJ definitely more.
Oh, that's crazy. A better what?
A better shooter too. He's a better shooter. SJ is a better shooter.
Anybody's hold on. Let's just get this off top, bro. Let's start talking about AI shooting, bro. AI has never been a good efficient shooter. He was literally carrying every team he was playing on.
See, that's disingenuous. You can't say let's not talk about his deficiencies. That doesn't help the argument. You can't do that.
Really matter? Like,
yes. If we're talking about players' game, everything matters. Everything matters. You can't say leave out the parts that don't benefit me.
No, I'm saying it just really doesn't make sense. When you say that, you can say that with anybody's point. Like anybody.
Yes, guess what? When we talk about LeBron James, we talk about the fact that he's a weak outside shooter. Does it mean he's not good? No, but it's a relevant talking point. Exactly. We talk about these players' games.
That's way different than the point.
No, we talk about everyone's game. We can't leave bits out because it's not beneficial.
What Junebug's saying is like AI's deficiency when you compare them to LeBron and Allen Iverson, that's more to LeBron's weakness rather than AI's situation. AI's situation is why he's so bad. So rather than LeBron James, he's just not a good shooter.
AI wasn't a good shooter.
That's crazy.
And you tell me why his efficiency dropped up when he got surrounded.
It jumped up. He still wasn't a good shooter. I never see.
Oh wait, good shooter. What you talking about?
Outside jump shots. He wasn't a great outside shooter.
Oh, my bad. I didn't
Shooting isn't layups, though. What we doing?
No. I didn't know that was an argument. I thought y'all were talking about
efficiency. No, we're talking about shooting. We're talking about shooting. AI was not a good shooter.
The problem with the AI thing though also is that if you compare him to other guys in his own era, they were also more efficient than AI. AI was inefficient.
Okay, but look who they had around them.
Hold up. Look at T-Mac carrying bum teams T-Mac was still a more efficient scorer than AI.
T-Mac playing with? Let's look at these.
But he wasn't. We're not going to act like T-Mac.
Doc Rivers was coaching too. Jesus,
he had better.
Allen Iverson next best offensive player was Theo Ratcliffe.
I mean, when AI had Jerry Stackhouse, and then he wanted Jerry Stackhouse traded because he didn't like that he had another high volume scorer on his team. He still wasn't tremendously efficient. So we're saying AI didn't have these pieces, but when he had a piece, he wanted him gone because he wanted the ball in his hands. And that's not me making things up. That's just true. He wanted him gone. So you can't say AI didn't have help. And that's why AI was such a great scorer because he averaged all these points.
Jerry Stackhouse,
but then he had no help. So him having no help is why he averaged all those points.
We're talking about
because his points went down when he played with Carmelo.
We're talking about 1 year of his career where he actually had
played with Carmelo Anthony too. He played with Carmelo Anthony too.
Yeah, and if you compare, like, if you're gonna say, like,
and guess what? His points per game went down. You know why? Because when you play with more offensive pieces, your volume scoring goes down. That's just common sense.
Yeah.
So you can't hold the 30 points per game in high regards and then say he's inefficient because he didn't have help. But then when he had help, his efficiency went up, but his points per game went down.
Those are actual facts.
You gotta make sure.
Marz.
Yes, I agree he didn't have help, but then you can't hold the 30 points per game in high regards.
Yeah, but
because when he had help, his points went down. That's what I'm saying. Be consistent. You can't use the high volume scoring when it benefits and then say he was inefficient because he had no help. That's what I'm saying.
They're on the team. Like this is confusing me. I am.
You just got to bring up. You don't just got to bring up T-Mac. You can bring up Vince Carter as well in Toronto. Like you can say like, oh, they had better offensive help. It was marginal. Like it's not moving the needle as far as efficiency. Both these guys were playing with role.
T-Mac.
The only team that was offensively competent would probably be the Bucks.
Yes, the Bucks.
Hey, but Drew,
I want you to tell me a good team.
Drew, hold on, wait.
Frank Cassell,
Hold up, Drew. Playing next to Daryl Armstrong and Mike Miller is better than playing next to fucking Theo Ratcliffe and Aaron McKee in terms of spacing. Then
that's still making a difference as far as your scoring, your shooting, your finishing.
It literally makes a difference. What do you?
It does. Yes, it does. It does.
It has a difference, bro.
It's not making a big enough difference to take AI.
In core is about you have more work to run. It does make the difference, bro.
When your next best shooter is making 12 points a game, 4 points, 3 points a quarter, it makes a difference, bro. Come on, bro.
Sure, the defense needs to be more focused on Allen Iverson, but also allow him to just chuck up more shots and put up more shots.
Like we're not going to do this. Like he literally had to score 31 points to get them there, bro.
Yeah, if your running back mate is Eric Snow, bro.
And Eric Snow had averaged 10 points. I'll give him 10. It was 9.8 in the year that they went to the finals, bro. 9.
Okay, so
he was Eric Snow made that float to put them ahead in the
my
Eric Snow made that float.
These guys all fall out.
I have a question.
Marz is nasty. Oh my god.
Points drop down. It's just that simple.
I have a question. So you don't think that if you were to take AI off that team and put Vince Carter, or let's say you put T-Mac on the team, you don't think that he could produce the same level, or a higher level efficiency scoring wise than AI?
What? I don't think he's scoring on 31 points.
T-Mac was never.
I like
T-Mac's offensive skill set was better than Allen Iverson's offensive skill set.
If he's playing,
I think T-Mac was just a better player than AI.
Hold on, T-Mac. Hold on. Who was a better finisher, T-Mac or AI?
AI.
Stop it.
What?
I don't think it's crazy to say AI is a better finisher, but that's where it stops.
No, I'm saying
that's exactly where it stops.
Okay. Better mid-range.
Yeah, you mid-range T-Mac. Post game is T-Mac.
Everything else is
So
T-Mac.
almost everything.
Defensively is T-Mac.
Defensively T-Mac. So almost everything.
Probably ball handling.
The argument for AI would be mental toughness.
Yes.
Facts.
That's nasty.
But we're not gonna act like T-Mac was ever crazy efficient though. In Orlando, T-Mac wasn't that.
Oh no, he wasn't crazy. No, he wasn't
efficient, but he was a better overall shooter.
His most efficient year, I believe, was 03. I
But
believe.
he was definitely more efficient than AI.
Peak Tracy
Yeah, but that was
McGrady
the
is better than peak
outlier
Allen
season
Iverson.
though compared to the rest.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie,
He's
bro.
more
When
efficient than I-
when I grew up, I was around a lot. Like when I was like in elementary school, I was always around like high school kids and stuff. So like they were really growing up big on Allen Iverson and talks like that. I lie to you not. For everybody who has watched and lived through Allen Iverson, bro, I've heard conversations of if Allen Iverson was on the Golden State Warriors, they would win too. Allen Iverson is top 10. Allen Iverson is this. Allen Iverson is that. When you watched Allen Iverson in real time, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, maybe he's just one of those dudes that you just had to be alive to see it, bro. And I don't like
Dub, what you were describing is just nostalgia.
Yes,
bro.
exactly.
I don't
This
know.
Dub, if you're talking to people who have AI top 10, you are describing nostalgia.
That AI, no, because the dude I talk to, he's very objective, bro. He just goes with what he.
Well, he's objectively wrong.
Hey, man.
but
it's not nostalgia. It's not. You could disagree, but it's not nostalgia.
Dub, I was watching.
There's no other rational explanation for AI.
Yeah, it can't be top 10, Mark. It can't. Dub, there's no way you
He
can.
did see him live. He did see him live, though.
If he saw AI live, he must have saw a bunch. There's probably been 10 players after AI who have been better than him.
Marz, no. He went to the game and watched it.
All time talent-wise.
Okay, so then
all I'm
I'm
saying is people who really watched Allen Iverson.
I really watched Allen Iverson. Like I'm not even lying. I'm not even making it up.
I agree with Doug in the sense that like Allen Iverson, the advanced metrics hate Allen Iverson, the basketball, all that. Like watching Allen Iverson, I do agree in the sense, even though I'm not the biggest fan, he was a lot better watching him. Then when you look at the advanced metrics now, you're like, oh shit, was he really that bad? So I mean, trust me, the eye test is definitely needed for Allen Iverson, but he's still
when you put Allen Iverson around actual shooters, he was good, bro. His shooting was good, his percentage was good, bro. It's just like I feel like people are actually ignoring that, like because he was on those teams where he had no help. He had to be the best offensive player.
He was never.
I don't think we're discounting everyone here. I just want to make who here thinks AI wasn't good at basketball.
Oh, stop it, bro.
So we all knew AI was good. We all knew AI was good. Okay. But when the caliber, the tier that he's being put into is the tier over James Harden. Or the tier in this at top 20, 25.
This started because of Shea.
That's not where he belongs.
This started because of Shea, and we was talking about him in the league. I said Shea was
the Shea thing happened. The Shea thing happened quite a while after. But
that all happened today. Like
I'm taking him over
with the Luka thing. Start with the Luka.
Let's be real. And today, Allen Iverson was a perennial All-Star in his day. Today, he probably would have made the All-Star team.
He wouldn't, or he would,
bro. This nigga chat, bro.
Something's wrong with me, bro.
Like, possible.
Okay.
He's not making over stats.
It depends on the conference.
It's just not true.
And
if he's still in the,
he'd make it. I don't know if he'd be just a lock every year.
Fan voting, I think fan voting. Yeah, he would get in.
That would mean he has to be a starter.
A point guard. As a point guard. So who's the guy he's making over as point guards today? So in the East, so in the West, he's not making over like stats.
He's a shooting guard. What are we talking about? Point guard.
Well, he's a guard regardless. So Steph, Damon, Luka would make it instantly.
Yeah,
I think AI would be an all-star. Darius Garland made an all-star game. LaMelo made like
yes.
When we talk about perennial all-star, like is he a lock every year?
Yeah.
I think you can have
every year. Yes,
I don't know if he'd be a lock every year. I would lean to more. Yes, I think he'd be an all-star every year. I think he would.
I'm leaning more towards yes too.
But I do think it's a
conversation though. He will have some competition. He will have some competition.
Junebug, hold on. You're forgetting though. Like back when AI played, it was only fan voting that determined the starters. It wasn't no media. It wasn't no split. Now it's a split. So back then, if it was the same voting, yeah, I agree he'd make it every year if it was fan voting, but it's not the case anymore. So
all right, I'll take that. But still, I mean, I feel like overall, just his talent wise, he would be there in those All-Star games. I mean, saying that he wouldn't, I feel like we just
I love AI.
I think if AI played 10 years, he'd be an all-star at least 8 times.
Certain years.
I love AI, but I feel like
if
AI got drafted. I feel like if AI got drafted in this era,
like,
he'd be viewed as much worse than if he got drafted in the era he got drafted.
Oh
AI
no!
No,
I see what he's saying.
He wouldn't make a finals run in this era.
No, I think like efficiency.
Yeah,
I think his efficiency would be
100%
better.
then.
I think his efficiency would be better. But I think he'd be viewed worse because compared to when he came in his era, he
put him on Milwaukee.
He was a greater impact off the court. Like his culture.
He would be the Damian Lillard of the league today.
Yes,
literally.
yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
AI is held in such high regard
because of his off the court impact.
And the fact that
A lot of
that
this-
2001
That's
year,
not
he was
not
an
my
MVP and made
reason,
the
at
finals.
least.
If you take away that finals run, which is what would happen in today's game, he wouldn't make the finals.
That's it.
Yeah,
Every time
it
AI
hurts.
If you
Y'all
take away
gonna
that
be mad at me.
I'll
Watch
give you
this.
that.
Y'all gonna be
So-
mad at me.
so let me ask this question.
Y'all gonna be mad
Pete.
at me, bro.
Oh,
My bad.
man.
Let me say this: if AI was on the Bucks instead of Giannis, the Bucks would still be a top 3 seed.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's
I
crazy.
thought you were about to say- I thought you were-
Crazy.
That first thing you was ever gonna say.
Let me tell you why though.
Somebody's gonna.
I thought you was about to say they still
JD is gonna cut the stream off.
I thought Dub was about to say they still win.
That's different.
That boy Young.
Who's filling the void that Giannis? Who's the filling Giannis's defensive void that he?
Exactly.
Drew Holiday and Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez
You
got
acting like
walked
they
down
know
by
who they
Jokic.
came-
Why nobody's talking
All
about
this
that?
talk about,
Jokic
oh my
went
God.
crazy on that
All this
DPOI.
That is Jokic.
No bin buckets. I'm not a front, Marz. No bin bucket this time.
Exactly. He was cooking. He was cooking.
Oh my God, y'all talking about
said, come here.
All this talk about, oh yeah, the Bucks are so much better. They're not so dependent on Giannis. You know, they're not so dependent on Chris Middleton. They're so much better over the years. They're better than they've ever been. You fucking put Allen Iverson on the team, say Giannis. I guess they're not gonna drop then. I guess they're not dropping if they're that much better. I guess so. This is what happened.
Middleton.
This is what happened. Headshot.
You take away Giannis
or 3. Hell no.
You take away Giannis. You take away Giannis to put Allen Iverson on that team. They're struggling to win 42 games.
Fine, that's not true. That's true.
Yo, he just goes the complete opposite way. Like he don't even like. He don't need a middle.
I honestly feel like we just underrated the ability that Allen Iverson had, bro. Allen Iverson, when he
He's killing me with the ability that Allen Iverson has. He's killing me with that shit.
easily averaged 30 today, bro.
If he 30 is fine, but you said 40.
Yeah, because
30 is fine.
40 is nuts, bro.
30 is cool. I don't think anyone has a problem with you saying AI averages 30.
No, I'm saying he averaged 30 then. So we're talking about right now with a more spacing, more ability to get to the rim whenever you want to, because come on, bro. What rim protectors we really got today? Give me 10 rim protectors.
There's
Brook
not
Lopez, Jared Allen, Anthony Davis,
Evan Mobley,
Allen Iverson,
Miles Turner, Jakob Pertl,
There's a ton.
Onyeka Okongwu,
Bam Adebayo.
Clint Capella, Bam Adebayo.
Where is Clint Capella? Is he even on the team?
That was pretty easy, Drew Bug. I don't know if your point fell on deaf ears.
Robert Williams, Rudy Gobert.
There's not as much.
Keep going.
Compared to the 2000, we're not even going to do that.
Okay, see that's a.
But Allen Iverson is still going to be the same size. He's not going to grow to be 6'6" and gain 20 pounds of muscle, bro. Like it's not going to work like that.
That's why I told you context. He's going to get a lot more free throws.
Yeah,
because he's going to be bodying.
AI was like dominant leading the league in free throws back then.
So if he's leading the league in free throws, what he going to do this era?
The thing I think you got to think. No players today play above like 37 minutes. AI was playing like 43, 44 minutes.
That's a good point.
So we want to, if we like Dub is adjusted for possessions per 100 possession, blah blah blah. If the league today plays 100 possessions, and back then they played 90, but AI was playing damn near the whole game. AI was playing like 80 possessions himself.
Yeah.
Today he'd still probably play like 80 possessions as well, because he wouldn't just play as many minutes. So to assume his points per game just jump up 8-9 points, it's like I don't know where you're getting all this.
40's OD. 40's OD.
All right, so
I do think he averages 30. I do think he averages 30.
I'll say 35, bro. He's still averaging more than he did back in the day, regardless, bro. I just cannot think that in a less defensive league, in a league that you're able to get your shot off however you want to, for real, which AI was doing.
We're talking about nonsense, though. Wait,
I think he could average 30, but the only problem
wait, my bad. What you say, Frank? My bad.
I said this dude was still talking a whole bunch of nonsense points before. Like, okay, the guy was a great dude, right? Okay. Oh my God, I'm stuttering now. He was a great player before on the court. I get it. But to say that the guy would score that amount per game to me is just a little bit extreme.
Bro, think about it, bro. All these stupid tic-tac fouls.
Yeah, we agree. J-Bub is drunk, bro.
I give him average at least 10 free throws a game.
Bro.
How much does 2019 James Harden average today?
12.
40. I'll give him
No. 2019, I thought you said free throws he averaged. He averaged 12 free throws a game, bro.
How many points does 2019 James Harden average today?
40. He averages 40.
I think he
averages 40.
How much does 2006 Kobe average today?
Oh shit.
40. 40. He's averaging 42.
Because he didn't even have. He had to play way better.
Y'all consistent. At least I'm consistent in the bullshit.
He definitely.
Nah, AI's not averaging 40. I don't think AI's averaging 40.
Tough, but like it's
Kobe,
difficult.
no one's averaging 40. We gotta take out the set because if you give Kobe 40, you have to give these other players who are only 2-3 points.
Y'all have to think about it, bro.
Kobe and James is different because of their 3-ball, right? I think
and the defense.
So how much is 2016 Steph? How much is 2016 Steph average today?
He could,
bro. He averaging 50.
What did he cap at?
Steph throwing numbers out there.
Steph in 2016 was 30 a game. Steph in 2016 was 30 a game.
Because I don't think Steph is taking as much shots as Harden and Kobe. So I think it'll be like 35, 38.
Bro, y'all have to remember though, bro.
Shots as Kobe and James.
Kobe was playing both sides of the floor. I don't think AI is going to exert that much energy on that defensive.
I highly think you're overstating the defensive effort Kobe put in 2006.
Yeah, especially Kobe's defensive effort after like 2003 or.
And I'm not saying he didn't play. I'm not. Wait. I'm not saying he didn't play defense. But when you say he's exerting all this energy on both sides of the ball, I'm like, in 2006,
I was Smush Parker.
The year he averaged 35, the defensive exertion just wasn't as high as I think it was.
He wasn't playing defense 2006.
I'm not playing.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Busy giving
Chris Mim.
Man,
yeah, I'm not doing it.
I
got Kwame Brown. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not playing.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what his offensive load, what he had to carry was so great.
So we talking about 2006, 2007, or 2005, 2006?
05, 06. 05, 06.
05, 06. Okay.
I just don't think he was.
And Kobe's peak. Y'all have Luka's peak over Kobe's peak. Dub.
No.
Oh,
don't play with me.
Okay.
Wait, where do you guys rank Kobe?
We good.
Wait. All-time peak. Kobe's peak rank and all-time peak.
It's crazy.
Who?
Kobe's peak all time. What's Kobe's peak all time?
Am I including Will Chamberlain and those guys?
I gotta say top 10.
I think you gotta include Will Chamberlain.
Kobe all time as a player. I'm taking number 2.
That's crazy. Stop.
I'll take it too.
By the way,
that's crazy.
I'll take it too as well.
Michael Jordan. It goes Kobe.
LeBron James first, not even close. Stop it.
Bro, stop it, bro. We're not
LeBron as a peak.
As a peak, no. Oh,
we're not talking about.
No, you gotta pack it. Oh my God.
LeBron's peak floor wipes out.
I just want, you know what?
Wait. How many people here think Kobe peaked higher than LeBron? Just like, wait.
That's crazy.
I'm taking Kobe over. I'm taking Kobe.
Was
3 out of 7. 3 out of 7.
He's barely a top 10 peak. Kobe's like 8 or 9 peak.
I don't agree. Because 3 out of 7. Because at LeBron's peak, he was able to have more help to alleviate it. So don't get me wrong, it was impressive, but Kobe had more of a load during his peak. So we can't.
What's Kobe's peak to you though? Some people put Kobe's peak in like.
Some people have Kobe's peak as the free peak. Some people have it.
No. That ticket, no. Ticket's bugging the fuck out when he was playing with Shaq.
For me, his peak is like 06 to like 09.
Smush Parker, all those guys.
I didn't hate that take though. I'm not gonna lie.
because the thing about it is he's including the fact that it's the same thing. We could use Tim Duncan the same factor. Tim Duncan playing with David Robinson, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, all these good players. Like you can I get your point, but Ticket, no, dog, no, bro, it's not. That's not his peak. That's not Kobe's peak. But Kobe was entering into his prime. That's you can say that, but that was not his peak. The championship years was not his peak.
Peak is interesting too because obviously the Miami years when defensively he was the best and was able to play defense, but offensively LeBron's peak I'd say 2015 to 2018.
Take out 2015. Take out 2015.
So the 2015 finals, what he did in the finals is next to a 2018 performance. I think is like the second greatest performance ever in the finals. This guy made Matthew Dellavedova look like an all-star.
But we can't use 6 games to say that's part of his offensive. I'd say 16 to 18 is his offensive peak.
That's
16
fair.
to 18.
Very close out. I'm just saying that.
LeBron, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Even though LeBron was on 2015, when we talk about putting him in this little stratosphere of best ever, man, that performance was even better than him against Orlando. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro.
That's crazy. No,
I'm not even gonna hold you.
I'm taking LeBron
over anything.
Bro, the man was shot chucking because there was nobody else. I hate.
He was shooting terrible.
Thompson looked like a double machine. He made Matthew Dellavedova look like a starting caliber NBA player.
Bro, Dellavedova looked good for 2 games. Dellavedova looked good for 2 games and 2 is a stretch. Like, stop it, bro. Stop.
No, it was that whole playoff run. Kevin Love got hurt that first round. The first round series against Boston.
Somebody check his
Kyrie got hurt. Kyrie got hurt that whole playoff series. LeBron James was carrying that team in 2015 throughout.
He got more than protein. LeBron James is carrying any team he plays on.
Jalen, this is why I say
that point is disgusting.
I agree with you. Where he was carrying, but when I'm ranking him, when I'm ranking him about all the other times he's been performing in the postseason. God, bro, this man dropped 38 and 8 on the damn Orlando Magic. That was better than 2015. 2013 against the OKC was better.
You think the 2012 finals? 2012 finals was better than
2015.
Oh, I thought you said against OKC. What?
See, I think LeBron played better in 2015 finals
OKC.
Oh, okay. So you think 2012 OKC finals was better than the 2015 finals?
I don't think so.
I don't think 2012 finals LeBron was that great.
I wouldn't say that, though.
I'm not high on LeBron.
You talking about against OKC, right?
Yeah, I'm not high on any of LeBron's finals win in Miami. I don't think he played great in either series.
Don't think he played great.
I'm not up on LeBron.
For LeBron standards,
the second
For LeBron standards, I think every finals he played in Cleveland was better than his finals in Miami.
Better basketball player in the Cleveland.
Yeah, okay. I see. Yeah. I see your point.
I think 15, 16, 17, and 18 were all better than 11, 12, 13.
18, no, but everything else.
Yeah, besides 18.
I may be tripping on 2012. I'm not gonna.
If you're only looking at it offensively, then maybe. But I disagree. If you're not.
Nah, offensively.
I mean, regular season though, I like LeBron James. Regular season.
So the regular season, like 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, he wasn't playing a lot of defense. In the playoffs,
now 2018 was his best season though.
Offensively, yes.
Offensively, that peak was crazy.
LeBron James never played good defense to me though, so that's why I would say
literally the worst defender of all time. The worst defender of all time.
Sorry, no.
See, Jumbo just chatting, bro. World here. This is what happens when you bring Dub World here.
Fellas. I gotta get some.
LeBron James peak defense is better than Kobe Bryant peak defense and Michael Jordan.
Yes, it is.
No, that's not true.
That was when Michael Jordan won DPO.
You're talking about the best player.
Yes.
Hey,
I'm gonna also this is somebody that was watching Kobe in the 2000s.
Did he forget that Jordan won DPOY? Did he forget that?
That should have been the clues, but it's fine.
Yeah, that was DPOY. You can say the
but I'm not an accolade, guys. I don't really care.
Yeah, DPOY is not the next we're gonna use. Versatility, LeBron guarding all 4 positions elitely.
LeBron is different.
He was not guarding all 4 positions at elite.
He could guard all 4 positions elite. Fact.
I think LeBron could guard 2 through 4 at an elite level, and he could guard the 1 at a high level.
Yes.
Okay, and Michael Jordan
could guard 1 through 3 at an elite level.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's 3 versus 3.
So what about Kobe?
No.
Kobe 2012 peak is insanely good, bro.
Kobe was a good. Not Kobe. And MJ was a good help defender too.
No, see, MJ's a better one-on-one defender than LeBron. LeBron's a way better help defender than Jordan. Jordan's a better one-on-one defender.
MJ's a way better on ball.
He's a way better on-ball defender, but LeBron James help defense. That's what he did in Miami. Even in Miami, his on-ball defense was good.
That's all he's ever done.
He was kind of a free safety. LeBron was a free safety.
Kobe was a better help. Kobe was a better one-on-one defender.
Y'all ran with it, bro.
Yes. Kobe was a better one-on-one defender than LeBron, for sure.
Kobe was better one-on-one as well.
I'll tell you, man, Kobe after 2003 and 4 did not play defense at an elite level. He was chasing steals. He was jumping lanes. Phil Jackson even said it. Like his defense.
Well, he was playing lazy, but I think when it was time for him to turn it on, he did turn it on. When he went particular matches,
and you cannot say the same about LeBron James, bro. You can't say that.
Y'all tell me.
You must forget LeBron guarded Derrick Rose, man. LeBron guarded Derrick Rose, man. What are you doing
right now? Watch this, Marz. Watch this, Marz. Right?
I'm trolling,
man. Y'all be getting me mad, right?
Here come the narrative.
We talking about moments, bro. When did LeBron ever guard Kyrie the way that Kobe guarded Kyrie Irving, bro?
Ooh.
When did
he was on his team? You don't know what was going on in practice. You don't know what was going on in practice. You don't know what was going on in practice. You don't know what was going on in practice. You don't know what was going on in practice.
Never seen it. Never seen it, bro.
Kobe had the year where he was guarding all the point guards: Dame, Steph, Kai, all of them, and he was. Don't get me wrong; they was giving him buckets. Dame gave him some buckets. I'm not gonna lie.
Context. What happened in the All-Star game, bro, in 2012?
We talking All-Star game. We talking All-Star game.
Where he blocked him.
All-Star game.
He blocked him.
Slapped him on the butt. Said good job, guys.
What did LeBron do? Nothing. He ain't do nothing, bro. What are we talking about?
He was looking a little shaky.
He blocked the man, dunked on him in 2012, bro. Stop it, bro.
He slapped the floor and didn't do anything, bro. He slapped the floor and didn't do anything.
We're talking All-Star game. What we talking about?
Man, let's be for real, though. Are we saying LeBron James top 10 defense?
I'm saying LeBron James peak defense.
You're nasty, Dub. What are you doing, Dub? You're a nasty man. Yo, Dub, we need to figure out, is Luka in his peak right now? You have Luka at his peak right now?
James any day, bro.
No, he's not.
If you're talking about
that's why I didn't understand what Dub. He's at his peak right now?
No, Dub was
top 10. Yes,
that motherfucker damn near.
Who's in his peak right now? Who's in his peak right now?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how is Luka in his peak. I'm lost in the sauce.
Yeah, Luka.
I think
Dub gotta explain to us how is he in his peak.
I just don't see how. Like I think Luka is damn near his ceiling. Like he's like if his ceiling's a 10, he's like at a 9 right now.
Do you see Luka with another player though? When Luka doesn't have to carry a team, he doesn't really look like that guy, you know?
This is where I gotta agree with Junebug here a little bit. We have said so Luka now has played with a guy like Kristaps Porzingis, obviously Kyrie's small sample size. So maybe he's the type of guy that you can't put necessarily a star next to him. You gotta put
Damian Lillard.
Sounds like another thing I've been saying for a very long time.
Yeah, it's not like how they
I disagree.
Back in the day.
I disagree. I think he can.
Different, bro.
I think Luka could be paired up with a co-star. It's just right now he don't have a defense. I guarantee you, if their defense was better, these talks about him and Kyrie.
Right, you keep the defensive pieces with Kyrie. We're having a whole different conversation. Yes, sir. I agree with that.
They need a small forward, a power forward, and a center with Luka and Kyrie, who are elite defensively, to cover for their deficiencies.
Okay, what if? Let me say this: in Dallas, if they have Mikal Bridges and Miles Turner, I think they would look completely different.
By far, yes.
They would look completely different.
That would be a tough team. If they kept Kyrie, that would be a tough team.
If they kept Kyrie, you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
That'd be tough.
I think if you add, let's understand who Mikal Bridges right now. This guy's averaging 25, 5, and 5 since he got traded, and he's top 10, top 5 defensive player of the year candidate. So, I mean,
he's
Mikal
a problem.
Bridges acting like
He's a problem. He's a problem.
A top 20 player. Like what are we like? He's really that dude.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have Mikal Bridges over MPJ?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Landslide?
Easy.
I would say this season, yeah.
I want to see
Alex Marsh in the chat. Luka Doncic, the only thing that he can expand in his game is his shooting. Other than that,
defense,
wait, hold up, Junebug. Hold up. I hate that argument of defense. The man would have to go through a fucking weight loss program. He would have to go. He would have to.
I'm saying.
Hold up, Junebug. He would have to commit to building his body up so that he's stronger in order for him to be a good defender. This
Build
man,
up endurance.
his game, in terms of his game on the court, bro,
100%.
he can't. Until
He
puts
could
work in the
easily
gym,
do that though,
He
Dub.
can't. He
Dub,
can't,
Dub,
he can't become a good
I
defender.
disagree. I
He's too
disagree a
slow
little
on his
bit.
feet.
He uses his off season to play games, but he could easily use the off season to condition to become a good defensive player. Dub, we're not going to do that.
But you have to change. You have to change. But the thing is, you have to. That's not like his shooting. He could work that in his game. He would have to go through a physical transformation in order for him to be a good defender. That's why I'm saying no.
No, I think there's levels though. I think there's levels though. He doesn't need to become a good defender, but he could become an average defender. So here's an example. So Harden in 2016, terrible defender, right? But people want to act like Harden didn't play any defense ever again in his career. 2018, he was a much better defender. Was he great? No, but he was at least average. And why? Because they switched everything, and Harden switched and guarded a lot of bigger guys. He used his size. He's able to guard.
And he's a good post defender.
And
he was still in the move.
So Luka can do something similar like that. He could become a good post defender. He could become better at switching and guarding other positions.
Hell yeah.
They
He just got to use his off season correctly, bro. He don't
You think he's strong enough? You think he's strong enough?
Yes.
Hey, he knows how to use it. Hey, wait, hold up, Dub. He knows how to use his strength on offense.
I was just about to say that, bro.
Well, I have to see it to believe it, man.
But I see what you mean, though, because
even
it's a little
that
bit different when you're reactionary to strength versus imposing your will. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be strong when you're doing the, you're doing the pushing, but sometimes some people are weak when they get pushed. You know what I'm saying? So,
And we're not saying he has to be the best defender, Dub. Just get up marginally better. You know.
No. My whole point is
move your feet, Luka. Luka
Doncic in his game, bro. His game is like I said, he's a 9, and then he'll go from a 9 to a 10. That's not a needle mover for me, bro. Like y'all think that y'all making me feel as if Luka's about like his peak. His peak is gonna be so much better than what he is now. It's really not.
It can though. It really can.
I think
he could be a great defensive player with this same offense, bro.
Yeah. So if Luka became a 37% 3-point shooter, you don't think that'd be a big difference?
No, and that's why I said shooting. That's why I said
Luka became an 85% free throw shooter. You don't think that'd be a big difference?
No, that's why I said shooting. That's the only bar. That is the only bar that I'll be like,
So you think at all he would never be able to improve his defense? Like, this is the best defense we're gonna get out of Luka his whole career.
The best that he will become, like the best version.
Yeah.
Like the way I look at it is like Stephen Curry. Steph was a guy, he tried on defense. Dude was still a fucking bad defender,
though.
I wouldn't he's still a guy, but I just think that even if Luka puts in all that effort, he's still gonna be a bad defender.
I mean, Steph today is better defender than he was.
Yeah.
Especially
this year.
Because he went to the gym.
And that's all Luka got to do. You know, he used his off season to put in that work. He used his off season.
I would agree with you.
Over there playing in the Euro, smoking cigarettes, eating pasta.
That's a fact. Yeah, he running through too much Newports, bro. He's wilding out. Bro.
I would agree with you on his defense if he was Trae Young. Because I don't think Trae Young could do much because he just has physical limitations. But Luka can become better. Like he has the body to be able to do.
That's true.
Trae is gonna.
I just watch Luka, bro. I be watching Luka, and I'm like, God damn.
He just need to get a little quicker, bro. I feel like
that's all it is. I don't think it's just strength. I think it's the quickness,
yes.
Just foot speed. You know what I mean?
I think it's conditioning too. I think it's conditioning.
I don't see Jokic moving defensively at all. Only because he is bigger, he is slow. But Luka could play faster, bro. Luka could play that fast, bro.
Defense, bro.
Defense, yes, bro. You don't see that man bodying people in the paint, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think he has the foot speed, with all these dribble combos, you know what I'm saying, to stand in front of a lot of guards, because it's not like he's guarding a lot of bigs. Now, I see your point. If you do the switching route, like Drew said, you do the switching route and then you have him as more of the post defender and he drops down, then yes, that's more effective, but you need to get better perimeter defenders. You need it. And for some strange reason, it's either I think they need to give more minutes to Jaden Hardy. I think he's rotting on the bench. Same way like Cam Thomas was rotting on the bench.
I was just about to say Cam Thomas doing that right now too.
You know what I'm saying? And I think if you give the bench players more opportunities, they can surprise you with their defense. You know what I'm saying? Now you can find, oh shit, we got a new defensive guy. You know what I mean? But if you're just relying on Luka and you're only having a 10-man rotation, what can you find out from the rest of your team? You get what I'm saying? You're not playing JaVale McGee, who's your tallest guy. For some strange reason, I don't understand what is Jason Kidd's problem with playing McGee. Is it he's lost it? I don't understand.
Not that fast, but they was playing, what's his name? Whatever that tall dude name was. They was playing him not too long ago, bro. Marjokovic or whatever his name is, bro. Like the
he's in Houston.
Yeah.
No, I said they were playing him not too long ago. I need
that was Rick Carlisle, not Jason Kidd.
Yeah, that was Rick Carlisle. Yeah, that was Rick Carlisle.
Luka's body type is definitely suited to guard more
Cook
3s and 4s than 1 Luka on the 3s and 4s.
And
to be honest with you,
JaVale McGee could be a very
Christian Wood at the 5 is not what Dallas needs.
Facts. I gotta get some new guys up here. Bro.
My guy. Salute. You doing Dubs World? You doing Dubs World tonight or not?
I may. I'm thinking about it.
Marz, my guy. Jalen Green, you already know.
Yo, subscribe to Dubs World, bro. It's a vibe, man.
Yeah,
safety, fellas.
Get to 1,000 subs.
Yes, sir. Y'all be easy. Thank you, fellas.
Eminem is the Kendrick Perkins of the rap game.
That's so disrespectful to Eminem. That is so disrespectful to Eminem.
Bro, he's crazy. Hey, Jalen, did anybody reach out to you or no?
No. Give me a shout out. You have Instagram? Let's follow you on Instagram.
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram, man. That'll be better.
What's your Instagram?
Debonair.
Debonair.
I'm making a new Twitter right now. Oh my God. Yo, Marz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. This person just hit me up right now, bro. I love her so much.
Oh my God. Okay.
She a MILF.
Oh my God. Okay.
Sometimes you need a MILF in your life.
I do need one. In my life. She's awesome. She got a boyfriend though, but I be looking at her sometimes. I be thinking, I'm like, I think you want some, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes he might become knocking on your door 1 a.m. in the morning.
She hit me up about. So she hooked me up with you know Reiki, a Reiki session.
No.
It's like crystals and stuff and meditation.
Okay.
I did one with her. I did one with her one time. I don't know. I was getting some vibes like she want to do something, but in my head I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I should do this, man. I'm like,
you did take it to a basketball game.
Nah, not that.
Not that.
Nah, hell no. But y'all be easy, bro.
Yeah, yep.
Peace. Oh, bro. This has been good times. Dang. What's good, Guts?
Yo, hold up, bro. I'm eating pancakes, man.
Okay. Hey, fellas, I got some super chats to get into, so here we go. Junebug, what shooters did Westbrook have in 2017?
None at all.
No love for Andre Roberson. Crazy.
No Andre, bro. He had Victor Oladipo. Sabonis was on that team. Who else was on that team?
Jeremy Grant was on that team.
Jeremy Grant was on that. They had a bunch of players that weren't good yet, which was crazy.
Like if he just got Sabonis the next year and Oladipo the next year and Jeremy Grant like 2 years later, that would have been a nice still first round exit.
Facts. Well, first round that's crazy. I'm a Braun fan, but Harden deserved that MVP in 2018 MVP.
No, he didn't.
Oh my God, my bad. I'm a Braun fan, but Harden deserved that 2018 MVP. Don't do that, Dub.
I get why Dub says LeBron deserves it, because if you take LeBron off his team versus take James Harden off his team, LeBron's team is like the worst team in the NBA. James Harden's team is like what?
They would still
wins?
They would definitely not be a playoff team at the very least.
So I get it.
Like that team was so bad. I'm about to cook. Drop the stream on that MVP talk. Sorry, that was how long ago was that? Damn, that was an hour ago. What is Anthony Edwards' ceiling?
Below Jalen Green's.
Tracy McGrady.
Anthony Edwards, I was here T-Mac or D-Wade better than fucking Jalen Green.
Not D-Wade. I don't think he's good enough on the defensive end to become like a D-Wade type of lockdown.
Jalen Green's ceiling is higher than Anthony Edwards.
I think he'll be a better defender than Jalen Green,
cap.
though.
He will. He might be. Anthony Edwards showing me more signs of defense than Jalen Green has so far.
You watching Houston games? That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's painful as fuck.
It's extremely painful. But you have a Knicks jersey, so you've been.
Listen. Yeah, we suffer. We suffer from day one. Y'all know who it is too. All right.
Dub's favorite guy.
You're a nasty.
Yo, shout out to you, Dub. Low key, when they be disrespecting Melo on here, you the only person. Sometimes take it, but he be wilding. But you the only person who comes in with the facts about Melo. Put some respect on that young man's name. All right.
What's the facts about Melo?
What you mean? He's a top 10 scorer, all-time great, man. What you mean? Y'all be trying to play Melo like he's not that.
No, top 10 most points of all time. Facts.
I hate it. I hate it when
What
they
I
be.
said?
I hate it when they be lying on Melo. Did you hear the KP talk? Did you hear the KP talk about?
Oh, when they was talking about holding him back, yo, that was the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life, bro. He was developing. Oh, my fault. Let me not curse. But he was developing. So how they talking about him getting held back when a superstar player is helping his game? He's getting more open shots playing with Melo than he did when Melo was out. Make no sense to me.
And then
Make no sense.
then they try to shift the narrative. They was like, nah, it's about what he could, if he could make it better. No, bro, you said he took it away. He never took away from KP's game.
Yeah, you
I love
can't
seeing
take
him
away
play.
from someone's game who's literally benefiting off you. Like how LeBron makes his teammates better, Melo was actually making his teammates better at that point. Not to the same degree, but he was doing it. I know Chappie Wildin. I know Chappie.
Nah,
Wildin.
yeah. Any words you say could be used against you, bro.
They'd be like, oh yeah, Melo's not as good as Bron. All right, relax. All right, no nut hugging.
They talk
Hey,
about
Marz.
context bending. The chat does that to the most.
How did you feel
love
to
that.
hop off your porch finally?
Oh my god.
Who's asking me?
Good
Yes.
gangster.
Yeah, how did it feel to hop off the porch?
I'm not
and
gonna
have
lie,
the
Marz. I was
least
very
intelligent
very
basketball
disappointed.
discussion I've ever heard in my life.
I was
was-
very disappointed.
With Tyler.
See, Dub, here's the thing. I was just opened up YouTube and then I saw Ticket was streaming. I was like, oh, let me watch. So I opened the stream. I was like, oh, Lowe's there, cool. And then I tried to like type in the chat, but you had to be subscribed. So then I had to subscribe and then wait 5 minutes before I could start typing in the chat. And I was just typing in the chat, chilling. I was just laying in my bed. It was like 6 a.m. And then all of a sudden, I'm just typing in the chat. They got to talk about Julius Randle. And then I typed like, there was Julius Randle's like not top 40, whatever. And then I typed out a whole list. And then they were like, oh, we don't care about your list. Marz, come up here, come off the porch. I didn't want to. I was just laying in my bed. Like, it was never a plan of me to go on to Ticket stream and start talking. But then I had nothing better to do at 8 a.m. So I just went on. It wasn't like I went up because I
If
saw
Lowe was
Lowe
there, if
like,
Lowe
having
was
the
there,
teams.
if Lowe was there, would you have pulled up?
If Lowe wasn't there, you mean?
Yeah, if Lowe wasn't there, would you have pulled up?
I don't know. Probably if I was bored. The only reason I went up is because I had nothing better. Like, I don't even know what Ticket's never shown up on my recommended before. He just popped up, and I was like, "Oh, let me watch." And I was like,
Me
Lowe's. I was like,
neither.
oh, okay,
That's crazy.
I want everybody to understand something about Ticket. Ticket's a really good guy. Like, all of the disagreements and the antics he has and bullying people try to say, he's actually a really, really good guy.
Is that a
He can talk
character?
basketball. No, it's just the way he talks. Like, I get it. Like, people just talk like that when they're
Nah,
talking about sports.
'cause
Like,
I see
Where you
him.
from?
He has those little.
He promoted my channel on his page. He
Yeah.
promoted my channel.
He's
Where
a
you
really
from?
he's a really good guy. He is.
He's
a
got
really good
those
guy.
little snickering moments, you know. He's like, where's like you say something to him, and he
Nope.
starts laughing. It's like, yeah, bro, you was trolling pretty bad.
Facts.
Nah, he's a really good guy, bro. He's always showing love. That Young Africa dude, you know, even though they disagree, I think Young Africa has a show even on Ticket's channel. So,
Oh damn.
yeah, bro. He's always looking out for people, bro. So keep that in mind. Jimmy Butler, 2018
real
through
OG.
2022. Where do you rank him?
What time?
I mean, that's a crazy spin.
Rank him.
Because he had the bubble. He had the run in the bubble, which was really good. And then last year,
I take him over. I take him.
He's at top 100.
He's better. He's better. He's better than Paul George.
He's better than
Is he though?
I think Jimmy Butler's better than Paul George.
Peak.
So
Peak
you
Jimmy.
think Jimmy Butler's better than Klay Thompson as well?
Peak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peak,
Yeah. I'll
Peak
give him
Jimmy
that.
could be above Klay Thompson and Paul George. You know how people say
Yeah,
that?
top 100, I agree.
Yeah, you know how people say Paul George got snubbed? I don't know why they're not saying Jimmy got snubbed.
Snub for what?
Jimmy, Paul George, top 75.
Top 75.
Jimmy Butler, I assume he just has less like All-Star, All-NBA, All Defensive teams. I assume.
By 2.
Oh, so that's probably
and
the
all
reason.
NBA.
Jimmy Butler is not over Clyde Drexler. To the guy in the chat, he said that.
But you know what gets me mad with that, Marz? I think the issue with Jimmy
Yeah,
Butler
that's
is
hater shit right there.
people go with the notion just because he started out like so bad, they don't realize how many years where he was playing at a very high level.
From like 2015. So 2015 to now. With like maybe one, like the 2021 year wasn't great, but that was just like the year with like COVID and shit. So
Can you be top 75 off like a solid 8-year run? Of,
Jokic
like,
is top 75.
elite level play.
Is he not?
Jokic is top 75.
Jokic is like what, 4 years?
I'd
Bill
argue
Walton's
Jokic is
Bill
way
Walton's
better
top
than Jimmy
75.
Butler.
Bill
but I don't know.
Walton's top 75, and he had 2.5 years.
Bill Walton shouldn't be in there.
Well, he is. So
he shouldn't be in there, but we all agree that he shouldn't be in there, though, right?
George Michael's top 75. He had like 6 years.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that didn't play. There's a lot of guys that didn't play that long and still got love to be in that top 75.
Hey, who better, Jimmy Butler or Carmelo Anthony?
Oh fuck me.
Go on.
I'm going Melo.
Oh, okay. Y'all already know what I'm
longevity's
playmaking, defense. What we talking about?
The longevity's moving me, man. The longevity's moving.
Wait, so I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong in saying I thought you had Paul George over Carmelo?
I had a peak.
So that's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. So peak Jimmy Butler.
So you got peak Jimmy and peak Paul over peak Melo.
You said peak Jimmy is over.
Where's ticket when I need him, bro?
Where's ticket George over Carmelo, but not Jimmy over Carmelo? You're cooking yourself right now.
Nah, this Melo PG and Jimmy Train is so tough between those three, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold
similar level of play.
Like they're very close to one.
Oh, Jokic wasn't top 25. My fault.
Paul Pierce is worse than all of them, though.
That's a fact.
You think Jimmy Butler's better than Paul Pierce?
Yes.
Yes.
Damn, why Paul Pierce is okay? Interesting. I might have to start watching more Paul Pierce because everyone seems to be lower on Paul Pierce than I am.
Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Paul Pierce, but a lot of people seem to like.
Yeah, is it because of the things he said, like post retirement?
It's his.
Yeah, that's
it's
what I'm
his game.
getting at. Like some people, I think it's based off that, but I don't know, like.
Because after he retired, I just the thing with Paul Pierce is he was in positions where I think all of these guys could have done exactly what he did. I think he was very clutch. I think he was a great scorer too, especially like him hitting those tough shots. He was amazing at doing that. But Paul Pierce in his game, when I look at him, Melo, I think Melo could do what he could do. No, you talk about the defense with Paul Pierce. I'm not gonna lie, that defense is because of like who he was around. Like Melo on the Boston Celtics is gonna be putting out more effort on defense too. Jimmy Butler and Paul George and them boys, I think they could do the same thing with Rondo, Ray Allen, and all them boys.
Dub, offensively, what separates Luka and Paul outside of passing?
Offensively,
how you just gonna cut off the whole thing?
Outside of passing, yeah.
He just cut passing
outside of a huge aspect.
Right, one of the major parts of basketball.
Outside of a huge aspect of basketball.
Luka's a better ball handler. Luka's a better ball handler.
Okay. How about in scoring though?
Luka's probably the better scorer than Paul Pierce too.
The three ball Paul Pierce got finishing
post scoring. I'll give to Paul Pierce in my opinion.
They're close in most categories scoring.
They're close. Paul Pierce is a good scorer. I'll give him that.
Okay.
So
this is interesting. It's like I'm the only person here who seems to think like Paul Pierce is like
you had Paul Pierce over Dame.
Career wise, yeah. Peak for peak.
I mean, he has a better career. He definitely has a better career than Dame.
How?
Because I think Paul Pierce like was a higher level player for a longer time than Dame, and I said that.
No way! No way!
I think Dame became like an elite player in like 2017. That's like 6 years. I think Paul Pierce was elite from like 2002 to like 2011. That's like 9 years.
Yo,
I think he had a year he was hurt in that time. So 8 years, and that like.
Okay, 8 years to 9.
But it's not like they're crazy far off. That's like I'm like the only person who had Paul Pierce.
But you don't think that. But this is the thing, right?
And it's because even the accolade merchants disagreed with me, and he has a Finals MVP and a championship. I'm like, what has Paul Pierce done where even the accolade guys don't like him?
6, 7. So you got Dame 7 years, right? Dame 7 years. So Paul Pierce is like.
Did you take out Dame's 2021 year where he was?
I'd take last season, right? 2022.
Yeah, 2022. Yeah.
Yeah. I took that out.
Okay. So
we got
7 to 9, pretty much. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, no, don't cut that. 6, 7. But then after that, I mean 8, 9. I mean 2010 and 2011, like Paul Pierce wasn't really Paul Pierce anymore. I'm not gonna hold you.
It was very high. They were still high level years. I mean, you could argue like I guess based on that, like maybe 2016 Dame is a high level year too. But I'm like, I don't know, because I think his shooting hadn't fully come along yet. His defense was still egregious. I think 2017 he just took another jump.
That's fact.
But for me, like I don't know if maybe when I watch Paul Pierce, I'm seeing something different, or if it's because of everything he's done post his career. With all the talk about he's better than Dwayne Wade or he shoots better than Klay Thompson.
Yeah, I think a lot of that has
revolutionized the step back. Like all those things he said, maybe that skews people.
He's low key right about the step back though. Like he was one of the first like superstars using it as a major weapon that I remember watching, like personally, especially back then when nobody was shooting.
Major weapon. I agree. He wasn't like people did it, but major weapon. Yeah, I can agree with that.
I'm not gonna lie, Marz. If you're
discounting what he actually was,
if you're including like 2010 and 2011, I'm including 2015 and 2014.
2014.
Paul Pierce wasn't like that. Paul Pierce was not the same guy in those years, bro. He was not. He was not the same guy.
So if that's where the disagree, if you think Dame just had as many, if you think Dame just had as many high level years as Paul Pierce, that's fine. I'm not.
And he was better at his peak.
It's just like I don't see this thing. When I had Paul Pierce over Dame, it's not like I was like, oh, you're crazy if you don't. It was weird to me that everyone seemed to disagree with me and acted like it wasn't like close. It's like, what do you mean Paul Pierce is over Dame? I'm like, wow,
it's definitely
really didn't
close.
Know people really just thought this lowly on Paul Pierce.
And you know what? You know what's the separator? Because as a scorer, I think they're very close. I think I will probably side with Dame a little bit more. But then then the passing and the playmaking, I mean, Dame clears him in that aspect. If the defense, I don't think Paul Pierce has enough defense to move that needle for me. So if I'm ranking him as a player, I think as a player he's definitely better than him. And then the longevity, they're damn near one and the same. So then, in my opinion, it's like Dame's better.
Yeah, like I said, I think that's valid. It's just weird. It was weird to me because it wasn't just you; it was the accolade guys who were like,
Chilltown said Dame was better.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys care about performing on the biggest stage. He has a Finals MVP. Like, I'm like, even you guys who love these accolades,
I'm not gonna
still
lie.
think Dame is better. And I'm like,
I think Paul.
I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but I'm gonna watch more. I'm gonna watch more.
I think Paul Pierce is one of those people who would benefit a lot more compared to somebody like AI in today's game as a scorer.
Because that's why they're really putting Dame over Paul Pierce. It's just because of the scoring. Dame has that good 3 ball, and everybody sees that, and they're like, "Yeah, no, Paul Pierce is not stepping with that." That's pretty much the main reason.
Because I'm
saying, if we're talking about overall player, I'm taking Paul Pierce any day of the week.
See, but even with the 3 though, like Paul Pierce had a good 3-point game.
Yeah,
he's at 39%, 41% seasons.
It's just it didn't look like Dame, so that's why it's all like
He doesn't have the same range as Dame. That's
Dame.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
no one does.
But it's not just scoring though. It's not just
so in an era
the playmaking like clears them.
I think it's just scoring wise. I think that's pretty much the only thing that people are really looking at right now, anyways.
I'm also just higher on Paul Pierce.
We have to go back to the Jimmy and Klay thing though. When y'all say y'all taking Jimmy over Klay Thompson, are y'all talking about overall or 18 to 22?
The best of Jimmy Butler is better than the best of Klay Thompson.
Oh, that's crazy.
I agree.
So
how is that crazy?
You put Jimmy on those.
No, that's not how things work. That's not.
Oh no! Yo, he just did that. No. I'm talking about because Dub just did the exact same thing. Dub said, "I think that any one of those guys can do the same thing that Paul Pierce did, if not at a better level." So you put Jimmy Butler on those Warrior teams. You're telling me that they still win those chips? I want to lie right now, Dub.
Let me think. Do they beat a hurt LeBron James team without?
Oh my God!
Do they beat the Cavs with Kevin Durant by his side? What are you talking about, bro? Do they beat a young Boston Celtics squad with Jason Tatum, who was folding in the playoffs?
Cook.
Yeah, that was a bit less of a but
I don't know about that one, but
Klay was at the
you don't know about that one.
And even that, Klay Thompson wasn't even Klay Thompson at that time. So yeah, I think he does that. I think he does.
Well then.
Well then is right.
Cooked, so that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
I got
Headshot.
I can't even lie on that one. That's crazy.
Overrated?
I really do.
I think
overrated. I've never heard Jimmy in these type of like conversations before. Like I've never
after the bubble playoffs, you didn't hear Jimmy in these type of conversations.
The only time. That's what I'm saying.
The very next season, they crucified him.
That's the only.
Yeah, because like
for being one shot away from the same thing, though. That's crazy.
That's the only time I really heard Jimmy Butler talked about in a high regards. Yes, he was doing his thing on the Timberwolves. I feel like that was low key overrated too because they Cat and them were young at the time, so it's like y'all expecting them to do all this work where you got a young seasoned Jimmy Butler who just came from the crazy Bulls going stupid over there. It's like, okay, of course he's gonna low key be the best player on the team. I mean, look who he's got around.
Know what happened, right? What happened?
Yeah,
was
I know what happened.
They were a top 3 seed with Jimmy Butler, and then after he got hurt, they dropped off dramatically all the way down to the 8th seed.
All right, and that goes back to the point where I just said that look who they had on the team. They had a young cat. They had a who they had. I think
Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, I was about to say Andrew Wiggins, who really wasn't. Yeah, we're not even going to talk about that.
But the team shouldn't drop off that much just because, like, they were losing.
Yeah, if one player's impacting the team that much,
You have to understand. Mostly every team has their number one scorer on the team.
I know he didn't.
Every team has their number one scorer on the team. So if you lose your number one scorer, I mean that happens a lot of time more than it's like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen. When you lose your number one scorer, of course you're supposed to drop. So
they dropped
precipitously, bro. That's raindrops, bro.
That story ended up coming out. Remember, like, there was a whole Jimmy Butler story where it was like he challenged him in practice with the third
and
stringers.
cooked him.
That really helped his image a lot. Like, Joe, the
Butler
number
going up against Andrew Wiggins and Cat, who was in the league at like 2 years at that point. I'm pretty sure it's like, come on, they weren't. That's not moving the needle for me, bro.
No cap. I respected Jimmy so much more after that.
Any of those players that we named, Melo,
Jimmy Butler's finals run changed the way the past events were viewed. Like, if you remember, like, prior to the bubble, he was seen as a cancer to the locker room because of the way he left Chicago and the way he left Minnesota.
Right.
And he was like, he's not that level of player to be demanding all the things he's demanding. Then he left Philly and he was like, oh, they played Tobias instead of me, blah, blah, blah. And then he made the finals, and all of a sudden it was, oh, Jimmy Butler was right all along. Minnesota were the problem, not Jimmy Butler. Chicago were the problem, not Jimmy Butler. If he never made that finals run, he would still
he did change his personal perception, but overall as a player,
it's weird how like one playoff run can do that, similar to what Dirk.
And Marz, that's why I hate people for that. I hate people for that. Even if it benefits my kids, I think that's a stupid way of thinking. Because you guys were crucifying this man for the Minnesota Timberwolves when they were the ones who were bad. And I was one of the people like defending him in these talks or hearing these talks and didn't agree with it, where Jimmy's not that bad. These guys just not willing to put the work in. Him and his scenario with the Philadelphia Sixers. People forget.
Yeah, that was crazy.
There's a reason why what's his name got fired. What was the coach? Again?
Brett Brown.
There's a reason why Brett Brown got fired, because he could not command the locker room. And then when I started looking at some of the podcasts with Jimmy Butler and JJ Redick, what they were talking about, they were alluding to the fact that he just couldn't galvanize the troops. He couldn't get everybody on the same page. There was no sense of leadership in that locker room. And then on top of that, him being on the Sixers and understanding that, and they're willing not to pay him, it's like, bro, what y'all want this man to do?
I feel like that's just another team where he had the role as being I wouldn't say the star player, but like the oldest seasoned player on the team, and it's like you're going to expect him to do the most. I mean, I feel like anybody that you put on that role is going to play that role. That's why I feel like Jimmy Butler isn't really moving the needle for me. He only moved the needle for me after that playoff run to the finals, and even then, I feel like that finals was like, if you actually watch it, he just drained the whole.
He was so much better in the 2022 playoffs than the bubble.
So the 2020, the 22 playoffs was better, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Him in the 2022 playoffs, him in the 2020 playoffs, him going up against Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors, the champions at that time, going to Game 7, him playing good defense. On top of playing good defense, now he wasn't great offensive, scoring wise, I would say that. But there was games where, he would give it to them, hit some clutch buckets, and give them a chance. He was the ball handler for that unit, making the plays, and it wasn't Ben Simmons. Like that, none of those are moving you?
Yeah, I mean, but you're talking about 2 postseasons to, three postseasons, excuse me, to Carmelo. I mean, not that postseason wise, but I'm saying like overall player. You're saying that those 3 postseasons,
not Melo.
You're saying that those 3 postseasons made them a better player than the people that you're talking about now. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I said Jimmy Butler and Melo and Paul George is like on the same tier, so I wouldn't fully commit to that, but
okay. But at the end of the day, you were still taking Jimmy Butler over Melo, though. So it's like,
I don't know, bro. It's tough for me, man. I keep telling you, I'm not ready to let go of Melo, bro. Stop fucking playing with me.
Man, Melo really be hooping, bro. So it's like when you're talking about Melo over Paul Pierce, I'm taking Melo. You're talking about Melo over Jimmy Butler.
Dub, Melo or T-Mac?
T-Mac.
Okay.
T-Mac's better, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That's a hard question, bro.
I don't think it's that hard, actually. I really don't think it's that hard.
I don't know. Mr. First round exit every year is kind of hard to
exactly.
But I will say he got dealt a really bad
did nothing for real.
The worst moment of T-Mac's career is when his team made it out of the first round without him. That's what was bad. When he was in Houston, they made it out of the first round without him.
Yeah,
that was bad.
I mean, even in Houston, he wasn't really that good.
I mean, yeah, I think his Houston, he wasn't close to where he was in Orlando. Orlando,
he was falling off like the first. I think
he was still like a high level player, but yeah.
And even in Orlando, I mean, if he had a healthy, what's his name? If he had a healthy Grant Hill, he probably would have went far. I ain't gonna lie.
He probably would have beat the Pistons.
They would have got Tim Duncan, all right, and that would have been it for. That would have been the first original super team.
Damn.
Doc Rivers and his playing policies.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurts T-Mac to this day. I got some more super chats, man. Y'all lucky Manny was nice.
Manu.
Oh, Manu was nice because if he started,
I don't like the idea that Manu's lower because he was a bench player. I don't like.
I mean, Manu did start for a while, but he's still a tough shooting guard.
Don't you think that matters?
Top 5?
Because my whole thing is like, don't you think that matters where, like, if we see him as like the solidified 2 or solidified 1 to see how he reacts to that, we could say it translate 100%. But it's like, don't you think that matters to an extent though?
Yeah, not really. When you know the person who's starting ahead of him is clearly not better than him, it's like, how much do I really care? If you get what I'm saying, like it's not like
with those minutes.
It's not like he was it's not like he was backing up like someone like Dwayne Wade. Like I think in 07 it was like Michael Finley. I'm like, we know Manny was better than Michael Finley at that point. So I'm like, it doesn't really bother me that he's not starting. That's just what the team thought would be most beneficial. And I think
that's more so like from like a production point of view though. Like his production would be very different if he did start, or on like a team that was very centric towards him.
Yeah, if he went to his own team, like he would have been even tougher. I'm not gonna lie. Like if he was able to direct his own team, he would be like, I don't know who to compare him to for real.
It's like no one here would imply that Manu Ginobili was the 6th best player on the San Antonio Spurs. No one would do that.
True.
No, so it's like it doesn't matter that he was coming off the bench because
personally, but you're talking about when you compare him to other great and shooting guards, Marz. So you have to
then you see
when he's coming off.
But you see Marz when we're talking about like for Manu, like we're just saying these ifs and ifs, like these are hypotheticals that we don't know.
Yeah.
It's not hypothetical that Manu Ginobili wasn't the 6th best player in the Spurs.
That's true.
I agree. It's a hypothetical of what he would do if the team was built around him. But I don't really care about that. I just think he was just.
So you think him as a 6th man was better than like a Paul George as a starter?
Yeah, I think Manu Ginobili is better at basketball than Paul George.
Okay. All right.
As a
I think they're on the same tier.
Yes, he was a 6th man. Yes, I think Manu.
I don't even know how to feel about that.
I think he was just better than him.
I don't see. I'm not.
Manu is a top 5 shooting guard.
I don't like debating the same thing over and over.
Yeah, I've said why I think he was better than him anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, didn't you have like a huge discussion about this before?
Yeah, we did this. We did this a while ago. I don't feel like doing it again though. every Harden has everything Harden has over AI. He has over Wade, except heart and playoff success. But those things didn't help Iverson go over Wade.
I mean,
why do they help
Wade has 3 rings, so he has the playoff success over AI. And if you want to argue,
Finals MVP.
If you want to argue the heart thing, I think you could argue AI has more heart than any shooting guard ever. But that's just not enough, in my opinion.
It's not enough when you're 5'11".
Yeah.
Still average 30 points. I don't care.
Excluding accolades, Kyrie or Allen Iverson?
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson.
AI.
I've said why on a previous show, so I don't need to do that.
Got you. AI. European players have.
Ooh.
European players have the league. Imagine MJ Euro stepping to the bucket and his fans arguing when he gathered his steps. Stick to
this
soccer.
argument doesn't work anymore because the NBA is softer now and the European leagues are way more physical. So it don't even work now. Like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe. Now
players were Euro stepping before European players. I don't even know why it's called the
That's
Euro
what I'm
step.
saying. Did he?
Manu Ginobili is
given
given credit for the Euro step. A, he's not European, and B, he wasn't the first one to do it. So I don't know why it's called a Euro step to begin with, but
I seen George Gervin do the Euro step. I don't know where the fuck this motherfucker idea that Euros.
It was a player overseas, right? I forget his name. What was the player overseas that was doing it? It
This
was
is
like
where
in the
you, this is where you
80s.
need Euro to come in. Euro would know this.
Yeah, he would. I think it was a Euro player. I don't remember who though.
But Manu Ginobili's
Shout
not even
out to Euro.
European. That's what confuses me. Like he's not even European. It's like anyone
Yeah,
who
he's
plays,
South
anyone that's from
American. That's
overseas
crazy.
gets given the Euro tag. I'm like,
Pretty much.
he's not European.
Exactly.
Wait, so you're not claiming him? You're not claiming him?
Well, no, he's not European. He's
He
South
said
American.
no.
Okay, all
American.
right, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
damn.
well.
2018 Harden, 1 seed in the Superior Conference. CP3 missed 24 games, most of which was the first 2 months. Likely missed the offs. What?
Playoff.
They likely would have missed
Yeah.
the playoff for how Harden, Dub. Come on now.
How Harden
Oh, that's
was.
Drew.
LeBron had to
Likely
play
would've
half his squad.
Exactly, man. LeBron getting the most trades in NBA history.
Yeah,
man.
he really do,
He
bro.
really
Isn't it
do,
like
man.
200 something, bro? Like, why y'all putting that man number 1, bro? He's number 3, maybe.
Facts.
And in 2018,
Billy Bob, yes, Samuel. I have seen Elgin Baylor do Euro steps. Yes,
LeBron traded his squad is funny as hell.
He did, bro. Do you not remember that? Oh my
Whole
god.
squad.
Isn't that a testament to how great of a player he
Bro,
is? and
stop
how
it.
effective he
Bro,
was
It's a
in that
testament
game?
to how great of a
But then
GM
needs
he
to
is,
beg for
maybe.
trades. Nah,
and
that's
how
not me.
terrible of a
Are you
GM
serious
he is.
right
If you're
now?
if you're that guy, you get it done with the original.
Exactly. What do you mean?
Facts. Shout out
He
Tyler.
not lying. He not lying. He
You're
not
that guy,
lying.
you get it done with the original.
How good was the Cavs without LeBron James?
He played every game. How would you know?
Terrible.
He played
Dub,
every
that
game. How would
goes
you
for
know?
any team.
Dub,
with
we
the
can't do
number 1
hypotheticals, Dub. He
What
played
was
every
the
game.
on and off numbers?
without
On and off numbers. What were the on and off?
What?
Do you actually want me to go find some on-off
I do
numbers?
want to
for
see
LeBron?
them. I do want to see them actually.
Oh my God!
Like,
Are y'all dead ass?
Oh, my.
That goes to any
And
team.
bring up James Harden. Then bring up James Harden's too.
Oh, okay.
We really doing this? We really having this
I'll see what I
conversation?
can find.
This is so nasty, man.
2009 Rockets would have beat the Lakers in 2009 and won the chip if T-Mac and Yao didn't get injured. Underrated
it.
injury. What if Yao owned White? True. He's really a Rocket fan. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Yao Ming not getting injured is like that's
Literally,
really the biggest what if.
and
Like, Yao
T-Mac
Ming was
was
really good, and he
really
gets
good.
underrated. I mean, if China didn't really like force him to play games, and he didn't have all
Was
those
it-
injuries, not
Was
that he
it
would have
09 Boston's defense like an all-time great defense?
They should have used load management back then. I ain't gonna
KG
lie.
was hurt that year. Actually, KG was hurt.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That was his
KG
injury.
was hurt. Yeah.
Yao was 100% from the 3-point in 2009.
How many threes did he make attempt?
Probably like 2 or 3.
Hey, you still hit them, huh?
Oh,
You still hit them, huh?
Cavs top 10 in offense and defense. What are they missing to be considered a contender?
They need a seasoned player.
they
Nah,
need
not
a
that.
superstar.
They just need more shooting.
Throw
They need a
Jared Smith on that
superstar
team.
wing.
Throw Carmelo on that team.
LeBron's return. That's what
Hey.
they need.
Put Melo on that team, bro.
Hey,
No,
Melo on
don't.
that team go crazy. Why is
Don't,
hey,
yo,
y'all
don't get my boy roasted like this,
Melo like he
though.
wasn't that last year and the year before that. Like, come on, bro. It's
Put him
not
on
like
that. I'm
Melo-
with you,
Stop
Drew
it.
Bug.
Stop,
I'm with you, Drew
please.
Bug. I'm with you, Drew Bug.
Melo is not falling off, bro.
Oh my God,
Give
here we go.
Melo a solid 15, 20 minutes. He gonna drop some threes. You
He'll
need
play
that.
better than Dean
Stop,
Wade. He'll play
stop.
better
He's
than
washed.
Dean Wade.
He's washed. He's washed.
LeBron James on-off numbers in 2018 don't look that good.
Hey,
Really?
What
I
are
might I'm gonna look somewhere else because I don't know if this is accurate, but they don't
Is
look that good.
LeBron overrated?
Yes,
I don't know.
Let's not
sir.
get into that.
Check the playoffs.
That
Check the playoffs.
man overrated.
Let me just see what James Harden's wearing that year.
Name somebody else
fraud.
that we really give that much credit to for being second place. Like we,
Nah,
who
nah.
else we
This
give
is
somebody else?
something I wanted to speak on. This is very new because from when I've been watching basketball, we never gave a fuck about how far you got into the playoffs if you lost. On some like Big Ox Bob shit, we didn't really care what you did. This is very new that we're giving people credit for losing in the finals.
God.
And I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm just saying it's very
I'm
new.
against it, bro. We've never gave people brownie points for being in second place. Like we never been like, oh well, you got there. You know,
But maybe we should have though.
Would it be rude?
They do look better than James Harden's on-off.
MVP, baby. There we go.
Yo, LeBron robbed of the fifth MVP. Hold on.
But surprisingly, neither of them look like tremendous those years. But
What site are you looking on?
I'm on what's it called? Cleaning the Glass. I think that's the
fuck?
site I'm on right now. I searched LeBron James on-off numbers, and this was the first link, and I clicked on it, and it didn't look great. So,
Okay, cool.
But yeah, that was
Lillard
interesting.
Man
That was interesting.
overrated though.
He's better. He's better.
Dub ain't answer my question, bro.
What was your question? What? My bad. What was your question?
Name another player that we ever give this much credit to for being second place, for not getting it done.
Allen Iverson.
Player that we give.
No.
That's a good one.
You don't call.
He gets the most credit for losing in the finals.
Allen Iverson in the GOAT conversation. If it was,
you didn't say that. You didn't say that though. That wasn't the question. Yeah,
you asked who gets more credit for coming second, and it's Allen Iverson.
Oh no, it's by far LeBron James.
Oh my, no.
Name another player that we bring up. Like all the accolades they bring up is second place.
Daniel Cormier.
They do say 10 finals trips and not 4 rings for LeBron. That is true.
Daniel Cormier.
Bro.
But he got, I mean, number ones a couple times.
LeBron James, even if LeBron James gets a lot of praise for the losing in the finals, he made the finals. LeBron James also gets a lot of like people who discredit the finals losses because he lost.
Yeah, he's not my goal.
99% of people just credit AI for 2001. Like, you won't find many people.
Jason Kidd.
Yeah, Jason Kidd is another one. Jason, you won't find people. You won't find people who discredit AI for losing in the finals.
High regards.
Jason Kidd went back.
Tell me one person who discredits AI for losing in the finals.
Don't people praise Jason Kidd for making it to the finals?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
You guys are switching it though. That's not how
you asked who gets more credit for coming in second.
You asked me the question. You asked me the question.
You asked who gets more credit for coming in second. Jason Kidd and AI.
That is what you asked.
I'm saying you don't mention those people in high regards. You don't mention those conversations as much as you mention LeBron James not doing it, bro.
They praise Paul George. They praise Paul George to this day for combating LeBron James in the East.
Oh my God! But he
no one's putting AI. No one's putting AI and Jason Kidd in GOAT debates, but no one discredits them for losing in the finals. Exactly. So they literally get praised more for
don't discredit AI, but they discredit Charles Barkley. Because they always discredit Charles Barkley. They're like, oh, he didn't do nothing. He didn't ever make it to the
It's because people hold people to different standards.
Exactly. AI and Jason Kidd just get praised for making the final. No one cares that they lost. A, because they played Kobe and Shaq, and B, because no one cares. Like, no one cares that they lost. They only get praised for making it. They don't get discredited for losing in that series. LeBron James, yes, he gets praised for making it by his fans. He also gets discredited for losing by the people who don't hold him in such high regard. There is damn near no one who discredits Jason Kidd for losing in the finals.
The thing I don't get, right?
But I'm pretty sure Jason Kidd went and won 1-2 at the same time.
Yeah,
it's because Kidd doesn't have a massive choke job. That's really what it is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that's why Jason Kidd.
Well, then use Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson doesn't get discredited. Jerry West doesn't get discredited for losing like 7 finals.
I do.
Bro, no one talks about
Chamberlain. People don't discredit Dr. J for not getting the job done and being the second best player on his team when they won the chip.
Magic Johnson lost 4 finals, and I don't hear no one talk about that.
Exactly. I bring that shit up all the time when they do the Larry versus.
But I'm saying he was going back to back with Magic Johnson, though, so it wasn't like he lost, but at the same time,
What about Dr. J, though? People praise Dr. J.
Dr. J has like 2 or 3 finals losses.
People talk about Dr. J's game, but they always discredit Dr. J. I don't hear Dr. J get talked up about because they're like, oh,
nobody
played in the NBA.
Nobody discredits Dr. J for not getting the job done and winning as a secondary guy.
Yeah, but they discredit him as a player overall because they say he was barely in the NBA.
No, I hear numerous people put him in the top 20. Easy.
He's in my top 20.
Dr. J was 1-3 in finals in the NBA, and no one discredits him. He was up. I remember they were up 2-0 on Portland. His first year in the NBA, they were up 2-0 and lost the series, and still no one discredits him. Kareem didn't play in Game 6, and he lost, and they still don't discredit him.
And we might as well mention Chris Paul because y'all don't discredit him. Y'all call him the point guard. That's literally number 1 right there. So I take it back, man.
That's fine. I'm just saying, like, you can name a bunch of names for people who get more credit for coming second.
Chris Paul is number 1.
Watch what go. You asked us. You asked us for the names of people where they praised and they came in second, didn't get the job done, blah, 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 blah. We gave you the examples. Now you're moving the goalposts to this and to that.
No, I'm saying you're right. You're right. That's true.
And my whole thing is when people bring that up, I hate that because people need to understand that NBA players have lost more times than they have won. Magic Johnson was.
I wouldn't say. I was just about to say that. I wouldn't say all that, but I mean,
Magic Johnson was in the league for 11 years. He only won 12 years. He only won 5. MJ was in the league for 13. He only won 6. Kobe was in the league for like damn near 18, 19 years. He only won 5. All of these guys,
all of these,
no. And I hate.
What you're doing is discrediting someone for making it fair.
And that's what pisses me off. And that's what pisses me off. Y'all discredit a dude for making it further and not getting bounced out faster than the rest of these guys just because he made it to the finals. But for them getting bounced out the first round, for them getting bounced out the second round, you don't care about that.
We've argued about that before. Nobody cares about that, though. No one.
I don't agree.
Would Damian Lillard have got more praise if he beat Golden State in 2019 and lost to Toronto, but he would be 0-1 in the finals, or if he just lost to Golden State in the sweep like he did? Which one would give him more credit?
I'm pretty sure people would care more that he lost in the finals than that he first round.
So he would get praise for making it further.
He would get more praise if he lost in the finals, not the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, so he would get more praise for making it further, correct?
For making it further, yeah.
So then I don't get why that doesn't apply to everyone. I don't get how for LeBron James, for example, if he was 4-0. Some people would somehow view that as better than being 4-6. That doesn't make sense.
I would definitely take 4-0 over 4-6 because you got there 10 times and you lost 6. Do you not understand what that means?
So what you're doing is you'd praise LeBron more for losing earlier.
Okay,
that doesn't make sense.
This is what I said to Dub, and this is how I'm gonna say it last time. I think they were talking about tournaments or something like that. Do you think people would care more that he went to the first round and he lost, or that he got all the way to the finals and then he lost?
People take pride in more making it further than to getting bounced. I wrestled MMA tournaments, all of these fucking tournaments, in every tournament setting. You get praised more for the farther you make it.
Very true.
If you lose if you come in second, guess what? You get praised for being the second fucking best in your damn state.
Mm-hmm.
That's an accomplishment. If you make it, it's you got districts, sectionals, regionals, right? If you go to districts and go to regionals and you lose in the regional tournament, you still get praised for making it there because not a lot of people make it there.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. Like I don't understand how you making it further, but then losing at the final hurdle. Like let's say we're running hurdles. Let's say we got 110 meter hurdles. One guy drops over the first hurdle and loses the race. The other guy makes it all the way to the final hurdle and then loses by 2 yards. And you're saying, the guy who dropped at the first hurdle, the guy who dropped at the first hurdle, he just lost earlier. It doesn't matter. You both.
So you mean to tell me the guy that's right there close to that last hurdle, the one that's 2 yards away, he's not going to hurt more than the dude that failed at the beginning?
No, it might hurt more because you felt like you were that close. You don't get more credit for dropping at the first hurdle.
Nah,
that doesn't make sense.
Don't get more. You definitely don't.
That's what you are doing. That's what you are doing.
No, I don't.
You saying 4-0 is, but you saying 4-0 is better than 4-6 is literally saying falling at the first hurdle is better.
I would definitely take 4-0 over 4-6. I'm pretty sure anyone would do that.
That's so.
Why?
Would do that, bro.
Because undefeated looks better than a losing record.
I'm just saying. You're gonna take.
It's always gonna look better.
50-0 Floyd Mayweather. Or you're gonna take
I would take Muhammad Ali's record. Yes.
Oh,
I would take that.
No, I'm taking Floyd.
That's crazy.
I would take Cesar Chavez's. I would say Cesar Chavez.
This doesn't make sense.
That's crazy.
If LeBron was 4-0 in the finals, that means he just lost before the finals 16 times. Like, how is that better? That doesn't make sense.
Because when you make the finals, people expect you to win because you're more times than not. I'm not going to say every time. They think your team is good enough to win.
Let me ask you this.
That makes no sense.
Let me ask you.
You're considered the GOAT.
Let me ask you this, right? If Chavez retired when he was, I think it was like 80 or 90-0, would he be the greatest of all time for you?
Yeah, I would consider it greatest of all time.
But just because he kept fighting and lost, that takes away from it.
Yeah, I mean, that's different though. When you put it in that scenario, it makes it different, though.
So just because a man continued to fight, this man went 80 and 90 and 0 or some shit like that. Just because he continued to fight, you're gonna take away from that. I don't get that. I don't get
how losing later on is worse than losing earlier on. That doesn't make sense.
Yo,
I mean,
Dub, low
using
key,
that
that was a
criteria,
bad
then
analogy.
Bill Russell should get
I was
way
about
more
to say.
space for week like 10, 11, 10 and 11.
I was about to say, low key.
And to the guy in the
Let him
chat, I give Harden the respect he deserves for taking Golden State to 7 games. If people call him a choker, that's the same idiots I think who say that making it to the finals and losing is worse than not making it to the finals.
Because how you choking and taking the 7 games? That's just stupid.
This
The
doesn't
greatest
make,
team
so
of
would
all
Bill,
time.
So would Bill Russell be better if he was 11-0 in the finals instead of 11-1?
Would you view him as better, like as a better overall player? Better?
Would he rank higher all time if he was 11-0?
No, of course not.
Because Michael Jordan gets a lot of praise for the 6-0. Now let's say Bill Russell was 11-0. Undefeated, 11-0. Would he be ranked higher?
Mike, you're not putting context to the 6-0 though. He just doesn't get ranked number 1 because he's 6-0.
That's not why I said. That's not why I said.
No, he said he gets a lot of credit for it.
Yes, I said he gets a lot of credit for it. I never said he's viewed as the GOAT because of it. That's not what I said.
What did you just say then?
I said he gets a lot of credit for being 6-0. That's what I said. So would Bill Russell be viewed in a higher regard if he was 11-0?
Yes.
You have to put context to it, but no.
What context? What context would you like me to put?
Because the 6-0 was different. He was finals MVP and
finals MVP didn't exist until Bill Russell's last finals appearance.
He didn't get it. He didn't get what's it called? No game sevens in any of those at all. And then
what did you just say? What did you just say?
There was no game 7 finals in that 6-0 run.
There was no game 7s in the finals. Yes, he went 7 with the Pacers, but whatever. Okay, so
and the Knicks, I think, won.
Yeah,
and he was the best player on all of those teams.
And Bill Russell was the best player on his championship teams.
No, he was playing with.
Who I don't care who he was playing with. He was better than them.
No, he was not better than them. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now.
Hondo.
You're about to lie.
He's about to say Hondo.
You were about to lie. No, who was better than Bill Russell? Who was better?
We getting nasty today. We getting nasty here. Okay.
Who was better than Bill Russell? Go on.
Say it, Hondo. Say it.
No, hold on. I gotta find the team.
No, because the only options you have is John Havlicek and Sam Jones, and neither of them were better than Bill Russell. And I know you ain't about to say Bob Cousy was better than him.
I told you say Hondo, bro.
See, if that's the context, if the context you're putting on is just a lie, then what are we doing right now? Because Bill Russell was the best player on his team, and he's 11-1 because he got hurt against the Hawks in his second year in the finals. So if Bill Russell was 11-0, theoretically, he would be held in higher regard, and that doesn't make sense. Because the only reason he lost the finals is because he was hurt.
Injuries.
I don't know. I think Bob Cousy had an argument.
Stop.
You're trolling.
Let's wrap it up.
My connection is acting up.
We got.
Yo, real quick.
But at the same time, that's not why
I can only see. The most recent super chat I can see is from
June, the Christmas.
13 minutes ago.
Just rings as their overall criteria, though. I never said that at all. I never said rings was my overall criteria. So the 11-0, 6-0.
That wasn't. See, once again, that wasn't the point. See, whatever. I'm not doing this anymore. Whatever.
That was nasty as fuck, bro.
My bad, fellas. Me and Marz's connection was acting up, so I can't read all the super chats that y'all sent, just the most recent one. So I only got 3 in the chamber, so I apologize. Junebug, were the Warriors better than Cavs in 2016?
Is that the year that Kyrie and them got hurt in the?
No, that was 2015.
2016 was the 73-9. Yeah, it was the 73.
Oh yeah. The Warriors are better than them.
Okay.
Fellas. And people brought up Khabib. That Khabib bullshit is ass. Khabib doesn't have a case to be the fucking greatest of all time. He might not even be top 5.
Oof.
LeBron wouldn't get praised much for second if he didn't also come in first. AI has bulk of his praise for finals L's. You should get credit how far you go, but context matters. 0-4 is greater than 4-6 is dumb as bricks, Bug.
No one said what? What is he
I
talking
think get
about?
confused 4-0 with 4-4.
4-0.
What looks better? I mean, which one would you rather have? You mean to tell me that you would want to get that?
I'd rather be in the finals 10 times than 4 times.
That's crazy.
He fixed it. He said 4-0.
You mean to tell me that you would rather get there 10 times and lose 6 than go to 4 and lose none? That's what you're telling me. Okay.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
So you think Magic Johnson would rather just be 5-0 than 5-4?
Yes. Undefeated just sounds different because undefeated is just so different.
Than to get
Why would anyone want to lose earlier? Okay.
Wait.
I think anyone would rather go undefeated than to get there and be like, okay, I lost.
Let me ask you this, Junebug. If you're an MMA fighter, would you rather lose to the champ or lose to the contenders?
I would rather lose to the champ.
Okay.
That doesn't compare.
You can lose to a champ in the first round though. So what does that mean?
No. That's fine. All we're saying is you would rather in basketball, I would rather lose in the finals than lose in the first and second rounds. I would rather lose when I'm about to get that title rather than lose when I have nowhere near close of a shot of getting it.
This I just judge you based on who you lost to. Like, for example, James Harden plays in a tougher conference than Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson lost in the finals. James Harden never made it to the finals. But Allen Iverson played in a conference where the East was just worse than the West. James Harden played in the tougher conference where the West was harder than the East.
And that's crazy to me because when y'all usually compare players, y'all always talking about, okay, no, we're going strictly talent. But then when you start getting into the overall debates with James Harden and AI, we start talking about playoff translation and the competition and the teammates. Like
playoff translation.
I thought we were just talking about straight talent overall.
Playoff translation, all that is part of your talent.
Also, James Harden's a better talent.
Your ability to translate to the playoffs is based on your ability to play basketball. Like, that's the level of competition you can play well against is due to your ability to play basketball. What we don't talk about is, oh, well, in this moment, James Harden missed this shot, or he doesn't have as many scoring time. We don't do that.
Yeah,
stuff.
making selective moments and using accolades is stupid. But
we don't do that stuff.
Talking about what happened in the playoffs is stupid as well, because I mean it depends on a number of things. It depends on your teammates.
I think Junebug, you're confusing playoff
transition. And when you're comparing the better player, that shouldn't be like entangled at all. That shouldn't be used at all. I think that's just me though.
Bro, you're confusing playoff translation with how far you progress, how far your team progresses in the playoffs. The playoff translation is how good the player performs in the playoffs. There's a big difference between the two.
One more super chat. These dudes got a weird fetish for losing in earlier rounds. I guess Trae Young first round exit against Miami did more than him going to the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, chat. I apologize because I cannot read any more super chats. My connection's acting up. I
can read out super chats. I can see, like, I have the YouTube chat open. I can read them out, but they couldn't be on the screen.
Read them out. If you got more to read out that I didn't read out, read them out.
Okay, so we got this is Drew again. LeBron wouldn't get praised much for second if he didn't.
I said that one.
Okay, whoopsie. Oh yeah, 4-0. So is Montana over Brady because 4-0 is better than 7-3?
Montana's over Brady because he's a better player. Period.
That's why Mahomes is over Brady.
Mahomes is also over Brady.
But yeah, that's the only one. That's the only one I can see.
That's a whole nother conversation I don't want to get into right now.
All right, fellas, listen. Appreciate this 3-hour long show we had together, bro. Y'all be easy.
Yo, Doug, hold up, bro. Real quick.
You tell me to hold up. Okay.
That's crazy. On your own show.
So for Luka, right?
Oh my God!
Quick question. Just a quick question, bro. Let's
get into it.
Peak Luka. What is peak Luka to you in the playoffs? Because for me, it's 2021.
The closest thing to Michael Jordan and LeBron James.
No. I mean, like,
what's his peak in the playoffs? 2021 or 22?
What series is his peak?
Probably every single playoff series he's had besides Golden State.
Nice one, Doug.
You serious?
Yeah. Okay.
Can't answer.
There we go. Let's wrap it up, Dub.
Whatever postseason he had besides the Golden State Warriors is his peak. Is better than James Harden.
No worries. So you think 2021 Luka against the Clippers is the same Luka against the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah, it's the exact same. Can we please end the show? I want to go eat.
Marz wants to go eat.
Thank you.
Y'all be easy. Luka's the GOAT. Y'all be easy.
Tune into the panel.
AI over Luka.
For sure, man. Y'all have a nice one.
There we go.